Buddy, I am your GM now and always, Cloudheart on Cloudheart TV. I'm also an old-timey guy from the Victorian era. I don't know. Hello everybody, and welcome to Elder Scrolls Jail. This is session 8. I don't believe that's correct.
Session 8. No, that's other jail.
Yeah, no, it's not session 8. What episode are we on?
We are on episode number. I'm scrolling back. 27.
27. You're right. This is episode 27. I'm locking in. The last week I have spent nothing but like 8 hours today and a few hours the other days organizing my files that were just. I'm a vibe guy. I throw everything in the main folder. And like, I can't do that anymore, and I'm having to fix a lot of stuff, and I'm doing a lot of automation stuff. So this is just quicker. And my automation is like fixing roll tables upon roll tables. So I don't have to like brain it out perfectly for you guys. And you can do overland exploration with some real roll table automated. I've been doing that for Fallout and doing that for all the other tables. But sometimes I get a little mixed up. It's episode 27. We're going to go and kick it off with the recap, and I'm going to do this moving forward every session of ours, or every campaign of ours. I'm going to do a recap and then sort of an intro if it fits for that campaign. Some of them just have recaps because there's no like overarching narrator for those series. So like it would be too meta. And some of them are kind of meta. This one, we are going to do, I believe, a recap, just a recap today. We're just doing a recap. We don't have any special words from anybody.
No.
So you're not getting any extra information you shouldn't have. But welcome to Elder Scrolls Jail, everybody. And I will put on some music in the background while I give the recap. Hello. Having founded camp by the aid of Isbeta, who was posing as the Saint Alesh of Utsirad, slave queen of the south, the fated heroes decided to take a rest, though on the Revenant moon that is fairly difficult to do. With the land bequeathed to her, and problematically some of the slaves of the Dragon Cult, about 10 female Nords, by Croesus to her, you all took up camp where the Atmoran women prepared a small palisade camp within these large fields of soul husks, which I will actually cut to right now. I have an image for that. You are all currently in a field upon field upon field of these plants which grow these fungal growths off of them, these little pillars of like dead trees upon which grow like budding little fungi, like budding little branches or leaves, like tubes, these crunchy little, almost like if you've ever had a vanilla wafer, like tubes called soul husks. Having founded camp by the aid of Isbeta, posing as everyone has had their situation set up by these Nordic women, which the problem is with these women being so busy and being used to never get granted rest, they woke up far earlier than the rest of you do. Around 6 a.m. Isbeta pled for more sleep. Then everyone kind of just struggled with figuring out the fact that like they mostly speak Dovazul and only Kragnos and Sinkir do. So that was a little bit difficult for a conversation. Watching the Nords prepare a feast, the party learned that these soul husks are fundamental for living individuals, much like the Nords who have become alive again in service to Alduin, arriving on the undead lands of the Revenant moon. All the members of the Dragon Cult have come here bodily, like with a resurrected body. Especially useful since Joe Cargo had arrived back at the same time hunting, ready to eat a bone worm, which Kragnos warned him surely would have killed him and transformed him into an undead, ready to be used by somebody. They have to use about 10 soul husks every day to create a potion that defends them against this, called a soul husk extract potion. Apparently, while there's an ecology of sorts on Revenant, it's not by and large safe for living, requiring pretty much everything you eat and drink, any plants to be brined in that solution. Isbeta, tired in both spirit and time, having lived through most of Alash's life, refuses to tolerate slavery any longer and frees the women, saying, you do actually eventually get used to slavery, but eventually one day your spirit can't take it, and not one day more. She tells them to take care of themselves, to feed themselves, to tend to themselves, so they're stronger to help each other. The group then devolves into this suggestion that by Kragnos into why they're even there in the first place. They begin to try and brain out and solve out some of the prophecy's meanings. Sinkirdo, Alicia, and Zafina all together, like some of them by suggestion of Kavar mentions, like, aren't you a Dunmer or something? What about Vivek? Her mind goes to the walking ways. Kragnos by some suggestion like directs Sinkir, and Zafina thinks back on the night with her love. They all arrive at certain conclusions. One is that the ritual of Meyrun's Dagon bound Alicia to the mountain, and through the symbol of the hand of Vivek, through the tribunal. She is bound in a way to change hands with the mountain, is basically what the magic ritual did to her. Zafina, thinking on her love, Azura, recalls that her saying, often we misplace things and we wonder where we can find something we're looking for, but it's right in front of us the whole time, and we just don't have that yet until we see it in the right light. Zafina not realizing that this meant something else at the time. I've always had to take care of my heart around people, Zafina, but you were there when things were crashing all around me. Zafina then realizes she wasn't speaking about her heart, but her brother's, Lorcan's. And realizing this, it was safer that they didn't know, because now Dagoth can torture you guys. The heart is on Nirn in Red Mountain, hidden by the powers of Azura, to be revealed by someone connected to Alicia, which now Dagoth is. Kragnos, without any more special artifacts, realizes they cannot teleport across the lands of Revenant. He considers that maybe they should find another way to get to wherever they need to go quicker, because you guys are getting messaged by Dagoth. Yokargo, very frustrated, speaks out in anger. Says everybody here is only thinking of like what they told us to do, what some god told us to do, what the other Daedric prince told us to do, and mentions the child's riddle of Ridtharidata, and basically says, like, you must think much of yourself, attempting to make a point that anybody can do whatever they want if they really try. And says that the thing that the stars determine your fates is total cat piss, and that the second you believe that, you are free. He triggers a deep moment of reflection in Kragnos and Kavar, who become heroes after their ordeal by escaping the prison that was Falanu Hlalu. However, Kavar realizes that both he and Dagoth must be paradoxes, because the arena on Nirn and heroism is meant for the living. Both Kavar and Dagoth are bleeding luck, 5 luck per day, and would they both only have 8 days to come back to life, or they are bound once more under the fates of the stars. Jokargo, satisfied, tries to move on and tell the women he's going to make everyone free. It's informed by Isbeta, who also talks to Emily, that this doesn't always happen. So there's some other quality that has to be satisfied to become a hero. You must escape your prison. You can't just learn something, you also have to escape your prison, whatever that means. But they're interrupted by the appearance of an ensemble of figures, Draugr men attending the High Priest Vulcan. Within a matter of minutes, he parses out and learns Common by watching the mouth of Kragnos. Why have you brought this time walker, a Tid Rafad, someone of mixed blood? If you truly are Alash, where were you born on these days? Who is greater, you or Alduin? All is a trap. By telepathy, unanimously, you guys answer and impress him, like almost like a miraculous scene that everyone answered with one voice, almost as if you knew what the question long before it ever had been asked. Which of the Doba is greater, and which would you say to their face that they are lesser than another? All are children of Akkad, and isn't Akkad greater than everyone? As if the wisdom was pouring out from you, he leaves pouting and says, if you are truly Alash, truly and truly, mighty dragon sister to Alduin, restorer like you always claim to be, restorer of things like freedom, since this field belongs to you, take no offense. Simply let it be a moment of you to display your power. Kavar, with Isbeta's hand on her shoulder, expands a paltry ward that he insults to shield it from the shout of this high priest. defending the eastern portion of the fields. Everything closer to the temple atop the mountain is wasted away. And luckily, the town itself is saved behind you. Far off into the distance where the shout would have gone, it would have wasted away much of that town. Of the Nord's tradesmen and craftsmen who are allowed to live freely as Draugr. Isbetta gives her half of her opinion after all this, and the priest leaves. I'm beginning to believe it really does all work out if you put your all in and just trust the gods, especially Akatosh. Jokargo, he's full of it. Jokargo himself separates and speaks to Zafina, asks her to trust him. He's got ideas. He's gonna steal this soul of a dragon, Nefarla Largus, from this weird Nagasta, this Slode, and he is going to have Sinkir Do shout the bones alive with its name, stealing its name and stealing its body, and riding home on a dragon across the plains. Zafina herself, frustrated and overwhelmed with all these choices, all these ideas, and no clear path, heads to a small clearing, tired and brokenhearted at the loss of Azura, and calls on Nimeli. Nimeli begins to suggest when Zafina asks for advice, well, Papa says, but Zafina rejects this. What do you say, Nimeli? She goes over a very heartfelt scene where Nimeli basically says, you should do what you believe is right because it's right because you're choosing it. Sometimes you mess up and get hurt, but that is something you learn from. It's not a numbers game. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, but like we go left, we go right, but none of it's wrong if you're choosing it and it matters. Like heroes can pick their way and it's the right way because they picked it. Not right like some people talk about on Nern, but it's right in that it's right for you. And then she assures you that Azura has always loved you, even though she has not been able to meet with you, and she has loved you from a distance, and she surely loves you even now wherever she is. It might not help because she but I'm there for you. I can't do a lot of things because of the rules, but she doesn't have rules, and I'm sure she'll punch her way out. And I'm sure wherever she is, that she loves you. She is then asked possibly what she knows about the battle spire that Azura was absorbed into. She informs him that the light off of White Gold Tower is being reflected via the Telvar stones, which are now attached to the battle spire. I think she gives some other esoteric knowledge before deciding, I'll just beam this into your brain, Zafina. She informs them that there is a gate into the battle spire from the Soul Cairn. And so Kragnos has already informed you there's likely a gate to the Soul Cairn from the fields, from this Valley of the Ideal Masters. He also then mentioned there's technically a gate in Manny Marco's hands and chest to the battle spire. Why that is the case, that is strange, but they don't know. In exchange, she dumps all the info after she messes up and spills that bean. She dumps all the info that she can that's public about this college. That there are 5 this Imperial Battle Spire College, like this proving ground of the battle mages of the Legion. That there are 5 anchor points, and without all of them, they go careening through the void. The Battle Spire does. That's where the souls are going, because one of them is in the College of Winterhold. The souls are going through the anchor into the Ingenium of the Battle Spire, a device that she has not explained to you what an Ingenium is. She warns you not to go to the Soul Cairn without partially soul trapping your own soul, or you'll get soul shredded. She then informs you of Ormir's plan to fire himself and other people into the moon by packing themselves into an arrow, however that's possible, via Oriel's bow. She then transfers this knowledge to her harm as she goes over it with Zafina. An ancient Elnophexian memory curse on accessing forbidden knowledge strikes her, and Nimeli gets severely hurt and has to go doctor to Papa's hospital. Ever the rebel, Nimeli gives Meanies the finger and does her best to explain this info without breaking Papa's rules. The Battlespire can slip between liminal barriers that she can't. And then she points out, it looks like a dragon. It looks like a dragon. They go back and parse this. But while they're doing that, they realize something else while talking to Jokargo, who's annoyed that they're back on this prophecy again. Zafina realizes the prophecy about him is that he has lost his mother and the only love he wants in this world is from his mother, which he no longer has. He is truly alone and with something that he cannot steal from anybody. But trying to press him about that info only drives him to be further aggravated and to shut off. When capping everything off, the mini heroes realize that if they've written his name down, if they say so much as say it in their mind, if they say it out loud, Dagoth via his third eye appears and speaks to them, attempting to inflict horrors to extract information. Altogether, there's much that happened last episode, but I will say the greatest pieces of info that they discovered was drawn to the attention fact that this is a dragon skull the size of, well, almost as big as the White Gold Tower itself and wider. Like, it's like a massive place on which a college is built, like a fortress is built, truly. They realize this must be like greater than an average dragon, like a godlike dragon. This is Lork's head, the skull of Lorkhan, capable of moving across liminal barriers because Lorkhan is both this god of trickery or disorder and space, the opposite to the god of time, Akatosh. They all have their different conclusions on that, but the greater thing is they're informed that there is one possible way to perhaps hurt a Daedric prince that Kavar knows of, to strike it with a powerful mysticism spell, to imbue it with the concept of the antithesis of its existence. But whatever the opposite of Dagoth is, because they don't know what Dagoth god realm is. Nobody knows what Dagoth wishes to become the god of. But if you strike him with the antithesis of all that he is, it's possible it will wound him. But this leaves you all with the classic hero's dilemma, freedom, and what to do with it. What will our heroes decide to do next, trapped in a realm of undeath, with the whole moon bearing down on them? Sorry this recap was so long.
Okay.
There was a lot. Like, last episode was truly plot heavy. Like sometimes you think those episodes you aren't doing a lot, but the reality is, like, those episodes give you ammo for everything else you do.
Yeah. Also, antithesis to Dagoth, or I might have I think I have an idea.
Ooh, I'd almost say Mercy is one of them.
Well, I don't know. I'd say, like, he believes, if he believes that he is, like, that he is the godhead, he is the one that is dreaming everything, and that he is the dreamer, that, like, he almost, I almost feel like he would think that, like, everything is in his domain. So maybe, like,
relevant to this,
of, like, nothing.
I will let you come to this conclusion. Roll me a logic or lore check. You need at least 3 degrees of success.
Also want to, I do want to let you know that I have spent all of my XP that I had for Zafina, so she is at 0, exactly 0.
Okay, do I need to update it?
Yes.
So I will update everybody. So
mine is correct. I've spent it.
Yeah.
Wait, yours correct.
I spent a lot on spells, so that's
Zafina is supposed to be at 0.
At 0.
You're at 10 on Kavar? Thornton, 10. Okay, thank you. Thornton's coming back. I'm sorry that Thornton has been, like, made side character, but it's just, hey, it's one of those things. Okay. When I really
think it's very funny that, like, the necromancer got sidelined on the necromancer's moon, and now I have to come.
Honestly, it's actually letting them explore it themselves. Like, it's almost would have been like Thornton knows everything. Turn to Thornton, and like, I don't know everything.
Yeah, that would have been fun for the party. But I do like the fact that he like, the one time I decide not to come with you people, you end up on Manny Marco's fucking moon.
Yeah.
All right, so I got 2 degrees of success, but I spent a luck to bring it up to 3.
I will say, and I'm gonna go ahead and read over. We have what we call a role-playing text channel. Now, half the reason I don't want to engage with a ton of it sometimes, I love the role-playing channel. It's something we can do. The reason I don't recommend major moments happening in it is because we have to recap them like this. But I will do that. I will recap this really quickly.
There is we do also have like the play by post sort of thing of like what the College of Winterhold folks are up to right now.
Yes, we're doing this.
Yeah.
I like to
Because
give
we
my
don't want to
players.
abandon those characters.
It's really, hey, this is an ad. Anybody out there who wants to play one of my games?
Yeah.
I'm opening up a Starfield game. If you want to engage with a table that like I will gladly like engage with you all throughout the week. Like, yeah, you get bored in the week. You want to do some play by post? Let's do it. I do that for my players because I truly love the worlds I build and I can't get enough of them. And I know you can't. That's why you play video games all the time, nerd. Now get on my game and play with me. Please play with me. But seriously, I'm going to scroll back to the section where we went to our role playing channel and we were doing the conversation with Dagoth.
Oh, which one?
Yeah, the first
The most recent one.
Yeah.
Okay. The journal one, is that?
It's the journal. Everyone
Wait,
realized.
Okay. Do I have to do this too?
Everyone has realized because a horrible like form of his face like fuses out of the page and speaks to you. It's almost like the vellum turns into his flesh and then shapes into the helmet. And the lips like a horrid like Necronomicon mouth speaks, and from it his voice. As this book, anytime his name is written and you look upon it with any thought, his third eye, ever looking upon himself, and on all that is Dagoth Or, looks at you and notices you across the realms with his godling power.
Okay, I pulled up the thing myself.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the page.
Okay.
Probably because it's if it's the journal, it's probably
so it's in player notes. It's under.
Oh, it's under player notes. That's why. My bad.
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. It was not in the chat. So I didn't know this would happen.
I will go ahead and do this real quick, where I will read out this scene, and I feel free to read your parts if you wish to, or I can. It's up to you.
Sure.
Yeah. Realizing this, you look into the book, and the book replies to you, Sabina, or not Sabina, Ilicia.
Your attempts at self-flagellation via words are amusing, child of the Ashlands, but not nearly enough. Interesting. Or you seem to imply I already have what I need. What is it then that you seek on Nern?
All these and more symbols swimming appear on the pages from a horrific mouth which forms on the page.
Alicia slams the journal shut.
The face forms on now the cover and continues to speak to you. Is it
escape you seek?
God damn it. And she sets the book aside, and to the air she says, I think you've already know the answer to that one.
You speak to nothing but the air and my tower.
He reminds you that mainly he cannot really speak to you unless you are engaging with the book by writing in it.
Yeah, that's great.
You go to open it again and see a small sketch appear on the cover. A sketch which I will display to everyone. Beautiful. It's truly beautiful. It's worthwhile seeing. It's a worthwhile image that I'm gonna add right now.
All right. While you're doing that, God's damned fetching villain de old. She mutters to herself and she pushes the book back open. You'll never find what happened to this heart you seek.
Perhaps not. Then again, what would you want on Nern? Is it there?
Would want lots of things, but they're hardly important right now. Not that I'd tell you anyway. You've got enough leverage against me. Just know that, in the end, I will prevail, and I will never fall to you. You're going to lose, just like you did to your precious Nerevar.
It is unfortunate that some things you speak are right on some things, but not on this. You are right to call them villains, and your people, Sweet Nerovar and I have learned, among them are most loyal, which is a feat. Then again, you are in your ways and in truth a child, and you have yet to learn that gods as the Imperials think of them, the Daedra are not. Trust, were it not that you are irredeemably a Daedra now, I might console you and come to you offering you oneness with who you truly are. I, Dayoff, Orlando's soul old made the same mistake, born of Azura in his own way. He is fractured as 1,000 ringlets now for his foolishness, to drink from the waters those waters and expect his thirst quench. Were you still mortal, perhaps, like a faltering thought, you could be corrected, and also be Dagoth, or, as all things truly are. When I awake, I will not do so as a thing not perfect. When I awake, all that is not right will be excised from me, and I will wake with my mind aright, all the inhabitants of this dream being fractured kaleidoscopes of myself, me myself an enemy to myself. Ruin your course, erring thought. You will be dragged down as a false idea trap.
Yet you will not awaken, because I will stop you and send you into the ever-flowing realms of oblivion, or perhaps destroy you entirely and erase your being from existence. Who is to say that you are not the erring thought in this dream of reality? Who is to say that you are not but an error in the system of all things, something to be destroyed? Your plans will never come to fruition, this I know. Reality is what we make of it. I do not accept yours, nor will I ever.
No, nothing. You have never known, as one who knows, truly. You are still unclear on the syllable, even. But strive in zero shape, as all participants do, against me. For I am true hero, and long has my shoulder waited for its mantle. I will know her name, and soon she will come to me as wisdom comes to wise hero. In the epic that is Dagoth, you will be remembered as the final contestant. Azura's form bodily, a mockery hero. For this, your defeat will mark my final ascent to wake, and live truly. As final contestant, you will be remembered in the epic. Take ease from your coming torture in this.
Your overconfidence will be your downfall.
Interestingly enough, his voice softens a little bit, and he actually replies ponderously.
It has been twice before.
Then this time will be your last.
Even an erring thought may have a point. But who would Dagoth or be to trust an erring thought and falter at the final length of the race? But enough. Words without actions are meaningless. You, after all, need your rest torture.
When he says rest, the thoughts fuse into your mind so horrifically that the idea of sleeping is synonymous with you with the idea that you will be tortured.
Out loud, Alicia mutters, I can't sleep or he'll come. I can't say his name or he'll hear. When we stop to rest, I know what faces me. I can only hope we get off this moon or kill him soon. She turns back to the book and writes a final line. We both know you're going to torture me. I'd prefer if you got on with it. Spoils the mood not knowing how bad it's going to be. If you need me to say your name, then so be it. And she waits.
But no reply ever comes.
End scene.
And the reason that you were able to draw a conclusion from this, Safina, is that she tells you this harrowing experience. Like Alicia puts on a good face when she needs to, but you tell me the truth, Alicia. How terrified were you?
Oh, she's terrified. So terrified. She's like, oh.
The reality when you as an hour passes, and you go over this, the last bit of info you have, Zafina, you think on all that has been said in the last, since this morning, almost 10 hours, since 6 o'clock. You think on all this and consider that Dagoth's concept may be that he is all things. Like, the antithetical concept, well, what would it be then?
I guess that he's nothing.
That's it. You've landed on it. That he is less than a person, nothing. Like, the true concept that Dagoth or fears or is antithetical to him, perhaps not fears, he would never say he fears it, but it's the antithesis of all that he is and drives and strives for and thinks on, is that he is nothing, insignificant and meaningless in the grand scheme of things, truly just a figment of an imagination. To suggest this powerfully to him via mysticism is a difficult idea. You'd have to be deeply familiar with the feeling. Someone would have to be able to cast magic and be deeply familiar with feeling like they are nothing, but it's possible.
So,
Thing is, Alicia is a good
necromancer here with
candidate
high
for that.
mysticism that
Yeah.
got turned into a ghost, I might be able to help.
Yeah.
You could help, but
Maybe.
also Alicia could do that.
Oh shit, you have mysticism too, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
And also, she's been
Hey.
used to feeling like nothing.
Hey, you got this, Alicia.
Yeah.
I forgot you had mysticism. I thought you had
It's all
alteration
good.
and
It's all
destruction
good.
only.
And
Unless you
I
took mysticism
No.
to absorb
will,
shit.
will grab everybody who's super significant to this scene, like Sinkir and everybody else,
Yep.
and I'm going to show you up when you guys talk, because now is when I, after, 30 minutes? Christ. I hand the scene over.
It's all good.
Things are only going to get more lore heavy as the episode goes on.
You
Yeah.
think?
Well, this may actually be
Probably,
not
yeah.
as heavy. This may be, we need to go do something. Because you remember that
Yeah.
you now have, after an hour passing, 15 hours before he arrives, he warned Alicia, my tribe of vampires go seeking a blade thing, a saw blade thing, a alligator tooth saw from Hjalmarch, that we may teleport to a soul that belongs to Hjalmarch and find you. He's basically planning on teleporting into this town near someone via a teleport key, and then rushing you down the hill, down this hill, truly like with vampiric speed, and overtaking your paltry camp.
All right. Yeah, hence why we gotta get ourselves like teleported
Out
to Manmarco's
away.
palace like
Yeah.
right fucking now.
Yes, right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And for that, I will take you to the scene of the Field of Husks, where, maddeningly, she has suggested. Right. So, I mean, my thing, I know it sounds insane. But perhaps, yeah, just bear with me. So I figure Mordecai hates anyone who's more self-important than his own arse. He's truly up his own back end, that one. But he's smart, and he knows he's smart, and he plays at the being smart, and being smart's his whole thing. He wouldn't do something politically inexpedient, making trouble for himself. He's had to deal with these high priests for a long time, and they have a lot of time to argue and discuss and debate. Some of them support me. Some of them don't. Doesn't really matter. Croesus does. Croesus believes I am truly sister of Alduin, daughter of his, or sister to his lord. I have as much rights in his eyes as he does. Thing is, I don't know what's going on with them. You guys would know, or the Dragonborn would know. I don't know. I don't know what they've been doing for the last 50 years either, or whether time passes the same. Actually, she gets a sudden feeling like, does time pass the same here as it does on Nirn? Like, because she's experienced time messery before. She's like, how long have we been here?
How long have we been here? That's a good question. I don't know.
Good question.
To your understanding, you've been here a day and a half.
A day and a half, perhaps?
It can't have been that long. Nemily let me know that that Chrono and Thoradin are on their way, so that can't have been that long since we last spoke to them.
I will let all four of you, but especially Sinkir with a +10, make a roll. Sinkir will know something instinctually in his character.
What
By the way,
role?
hi,
What
Chase.
roll?
So,
Or
lore.
Oh.
Lore or logic? Let's see. Let's see all these crazy cool looking dice. I love these cool looking dice.
Yeah.
Alicia, 2 degrees. Sinkirdo, 1. Okay. Anybody else want to roll?
I
Davina
got
got
4.
4.
Yeah.
Davina, Sinkir, you know it almost instinctually, this truth, which you know it just as a hunch. You're like your first thought is like, because you were raised in the Imperial cult, not really. You had to learn secretly the Khajiit cult of like the Pantheon, but you were raised in the Khajiit cult, and you know. Well, that's that can't be like all it is, because like there's no way that time can act weird like that, because Akatosh is the god of time across all planes. Like he keeps time ordered. That's his whole thing. He keeps time orderly, like so in sync with each other. It actually hurts him and you when something messes with it.
So time on the moon should be the same as it is on Earth.
Yeah. Zafina, you come to this conclusion by realizing that, like, just as your beloved has a sphere, there is one who has constantly been active and has had the power, even tapped in creating creation. He has always imposed his will on time. Akatosh. And you know that Akatosh is capable of, even from a distance, affecting every realm, even Daedra. He's able to cause Daedra to fall to him like Mayron's Dagon. If your beloved met him on the field of battle, she would lose. So he wins even in the realms of lesser gods, to impose the order of time. So time doesn't flow differently anywhere. The only thing that ever can make you believe that is an illusion spell. You all will get from realizing this forever, from moving forward, you will get a +10 bonus anytime someone tries to convince you something has happened that it couldn't have. Anytime like there's a time discrepancy, you will get a +10 to realize this is an illusion spell. Because fundamentally, you guys have connected a dot. Like, time is ordered, and it always is. Unless someone tampers with it, it's always ordered.
Gotcha.
But the question is, as Isbeta goes over it, like, well, yeah, what do you think? We tempt Mordecai to like, just throw us to the castle of the Worm God, and we go looking for the Worm God, and supposedly there's a gateness chest or something. We'll figure out a way there.
Yes. Are you sure that he will do exactly as you think he will?
No. I'm sure no. He can't be inexpedient. He couldn't just throw me somewhere to have me die, because the truth always comes out, and Mordecai knows that. But he would make it difficult. So he might not throw us. He might throw us right in front of the guards of the Castle of Worms. Just have me die as proof that I wasn't really what I said I was. He wouldn't throw us across to the Khajiit town here on Revenant.
I just
If we just made a run for it, how far would we get?
Kragnos helps you, being the nerd that he is, and immediately does the math and says, on foot, Dagoth Ur's like 2 days out. We'd get a day out. Dagoth is going to teleport behind us and then overtake us by, he says, day 3 from today. So the 25th of last seed. If we just walked in a direction away from here, Dagoth Ur will teleport to this spot and then start moving towards us. So we need a quick way to move away from here.
We don't really have many other options, so...
We don't. I was just wondering. Did we really need to have a dragon priest teleport us? to the whole castle? Or could we just walk there? I guess we need the dragon priest.
Yes.
Well, unless any of you know where we can find one of those damned keys, or you have some way of marking a place you haven't been to.
I don't. I can
Or
teleport to places I have been to, but not to ones I haven't.
I hate to tell you this, girly, but is it possible you could I don't know, worship Manny Marco for half a second and cast an intervention to one of his temples?
I could try, but I'm not really certain
I-
how helpful that would be.
It's just recall. It's from all I ever heard with the mage who would not stop talking to me when I used to live in one of the high rock places. He had a thing for me, a frail, thin, bony thing of a man, not what I go for. He wouldn't ease up about the fact that he was a great mysticism or conjuration master, the ancient lost art of mysticism, and that mysticism and conjuration, they're the same thing or whatever. At length told me, basically, it's the same thing. You just have to attach yourself and really believe it to a place or a belief. So, can you get
Well,
yourself behind Team Manny Marco?
I mean, I'm a Dunmer,
Mm.
we worship our ancestors. It's not that different.
You're also a demi-prince.
I
I-
am.
that may
That
make
might
it
make
a
things
little.
difficult, yes.
Oh wait, no, you got like some special like demi princess powers, right? Just open up a like she and Kragnus at the same time. Get us off of this moon. Open a portal to Azura's realm.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that. I mean, I could try.
We don't know if you can't do it.
Can
It
I
physically
try?
could not get worse.
Can I try?
As yeah,
What do
yeah.
I roll?
Roll me a willpower check and a
Okay.
conjuration check. You'll take the lesser of the two.
Okay,
You
roll.
always take the lesser of those two.
Alright. Roll willpower. Come on, I don't know what this says because I'm using my digit.
Oof.
Okay, nope. Let's try
You want to
conjuration.
luck that?
I will luck that, but give me a second to see the conjuration.
Mm.
Come on.
You could like luck to
I
take the
will-
conjuration instead. Is
Can I
that
luck to take the conjuration
valid?
instead?
Is that valid, Jam?
Or
No,
no?
she will always take
Okay,
the
I'll
worst,
just
but she can re-roll.
I will
Okay.
re-roll willpower. I was just seeing what the conjuration was and see if it was worse. Come on.
Ooh,
Okay, that's something.
1.
Mm.
1.
1.
For a moment, like you begin to go like staticky and blurry, as if like someone could stick their hand through you, and truly someone almost does, but like they can feel the edge of where you are, and like it becomes very painful for you to like for them to, like Kragnos like wonders what you're doing, and it becomes very painful for him to like fiddle about like that, and he pulls back as you shout out. You are attempting to cross the lines, but your will isn't quite strong enough. You could spend a luck or two to attempt to get. I will tell you, spend a luck point until you have achieved what you are trying to do, and I'll tell you when you achieve it. But it's a game.
I have 3
it's a game
luck
of
points.
it's a
Can I
game of
bump
how
that up to
much.
4 degrees of success?
Yeah. So you spend 1, you spend 2 at 3 degrees. You stunt yourself across the liminal barrier, and are rapidly transmitted to the plane of Azura's moon shadow. But this
How
time you
bad
were
is
able
this?
to take in full appreciation the beauty of moon shadow. Give me 1 second to like get an image because I have one.
Oh, we have one. Okay.
Also,
Did I
thank
take
you,
anyone
Scott,
else with me,
here.
or is it just
No,
me?
got no music.
Only you went through.
Great. So
Oh.
helpful.
We do have no music, as
Yeah.
Emily stated.
Yeah, we don't have
I
music.
don't know if
We
that's
need
intentional or
music.
not.
It's being sieged by Bulag Ball or something.
Oof.
I'm sorry,
That's
this
what
is
I'm
a
worried
really
about.
funny like interaction. Can you open a portal and then you just vanish?
Yeah. Oops. I wanted to open
It's
a
less
portal.
a portal and more that her chaotic creation suffuses itself to where it belongs and leaves behind a mark, a Daedric mark with the first letter of her name. Being that I need you to roll me a check, which would be something akin to like how cautious you are, or how intuitively like I need to be safe sense. So let me see your skills. Let me see.
Lore maybe. I could do
Survival. I
lore,
want you to roll
do-
survival.
I can do
Like
survival.
it's your body's instincts to protect itself as a newly formed Daedra.
Success.
You leave behind the first letter of your given name, not your true patronymic.
Okay, good.
On the ground left behind is what is the letter A and I am. You leave behind the letter I am, a curving J hook that's upside down. And that is your recall point if you wish to return here by will.
Okay.
But this power only works for you. And where you truly end up, well, the problem is you're alone for one, but the other problem is that it is very compelling to stay here. Because for one, it's beautiful, and two, you're quickly visited by several beautiful winged, like purple, pink. Many of them wear like in dresses of flowers, dresses of almost like cherry blossom flowers that glitter with like a scintillating stardust. They are dressed, and they come to you bearing an aurora for which to dress yourself, that you may bear your full beauty before them, as daughter of Azora. They come to you, your attendant twilight spirits. You have several winged twilights, almost like harpy creatures that attend to you as your spirits. And you look off from there's this haze of like just the scentedness of just whatever fruit you've ever most craved in your life at your moment of like relaxation, or the like oh, this is sweet to me. The sweetness, like it's aesthetically pleasing to me too. Whatever fruit that is, the air is scented with it. Like your skin feels soft. It feels the most comfortable temperature. And anytime it becomes uncomfortable, it shifts until it's pleasantly warm or pleasantly cool to the touch. The moons off in the distance always hang in just such a way to catch your eye. All of it is so much so, Alicia, you need to make me a willpower check to want to leave here, or to know that it's significant to do something. This is your first moment. You will get a plus 20 because you are resistant to it being your home realm.
Easy plus 1.
But it is more of a psychological thing. Like you're offered a chance to just be somewhere else other than miserable.
All right, let's try this. I will spend luck on this if I need to. Ah, yeah, I'm spending luck.
You can re-roll already a free roll because you have Iron Will. Don't forget
that's an Iron Will thing?
Yeah.
I did know that, but I didn't think it would apply here. My bad.
This land is messing with your mind.
Okay, I will re-roll the plus 20.
What you were looking at is the Silver City.
All right. Okay, I'm re-rolling losing luck. What is wrong with my rolls today, guys? This is working really well. All right. I don't know what I'm rolling either because I have the Oblivion numbers on. Okay, I'll take that.
All over you find flowers, waterfalls, pink trees, the city of silver, her great tower. It looks for a moment, if you look at it just right, it becomes real to you that the great moon, the high moon, like that like arc, at first it's a thing in the sky that you can't reach and touch, and you realize if you angle yourself just right, it's a real tower you could walk to and enter the home of Azora, her high tower. She stays at the very top of this silver tower, which on just this angle connects to that red moon and is basically where she stays, watering all of the Silver City with the silver, almost liquid metal that flows from it, creating this ever shifting, moving place to stay and always be beautiful. Like this liquid metal flows from this silver moon, forming this weird, almost like organic shaped city, this futuristic silver city of liquid metal.
So Alicia basically says to her attendants, I'm so sorry. I have some things I need to accomplish, but I will be back.
Of course, Princess of Beauty. For you are attendant to one of the domains of Azura. She has selected for herself what you would attend to. You are the beauty of love and the beauty of family and the beauty of feminine grace. Truly, we attend to you as your for we are not feminine in our own natures, but we have been informed how we might present ourselves to you. Do you wish anything of us before you leave?
No, thank you.
Very well, our demi prince. Thy will go swiftly. Do you know when will Lady Azura return? She promised us things perhaps would fare well after she visited her love. She promised to tell us of things like love and of the fondness of the first kiss.
I do not know when she will return, but she will.
What is she still with her love? We wish not to pry and be unbeautiful in things. Is she still with her love? How long and how deep and how sweet does that flow? Please tell us. We know nothing of the concept.
She is on another mission at the moment, but she will be back.
Roll me a deception.
I'm good at that. Please. Please. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
It's more so that, like, you are being demurely beautiful here to them. Like, they're even deception can be beautiful if one dresses it in pleasantness. Yes, but beautiful princess. Like, you don't really convince them of like this wholeheartedly, but they know it is clever and wise that one of high station does not inform others of lower station, and retains the right of information. Go well and swiftly, and please send quickly that we may learn of things like love and what it means to love, and the beauty of it. Let us learn from our prince and master.
We will.
We wish that she is well with her beloved. A strange thing to fall for a mortal, but this is the beauty of love. Yes.
Yes, it is. And I will. Do I like cast recall?
You will yourself to go back, and it's like your creation, droplet by droplet, returns to that mark.
That's good for me. Do I roll anything?
No, you don't roll anything. It's more like just a at will thing at this point. You realize now you can enter that realm. It is still a spell cast. It's still a conjuration spell, but it won't cost any mana.
Okay.
The real ticker to that is you've just gotten the chance. It was like ripping yourself from paradise. Alicia, truly agonizing to see everything you could ever want here, and you might even from there have been able to go home to Mirvos. You might have been able to contact them. There might have been something there. There was everything you ever needed there, and you might have been able to find a way to get Mirvos up there. And you have
I didn't even think about that. Goddamn.
You have to like Superman pulling the black rose off, rip paradise off of you, and return to this place of misery. And you form sucking air in back within your camp.
All right, that was not what I meant to do. I am so sorry.
Did you go there? Did you?
I did. It was lovely, but it was not what I was meaning to do. I meant to get all of us there.
You realize it is impossible by your gift to move you there. It is already a hard thing, but because you are powerful like unto Azura, being a demi-prince, you can move across only to your home realm and wherever you return from, wherever you just left, but only you can. It is basically your fundamental connection to that plane.
Okay, bad news. I can't move anyone else there. It's just me. So we've really just got to wait for that dragon priest to teleport us.
All right, fair enough. It's
You
it's
go
still
time.
bothering me that it had Nemly remove that whatever it was she told me about the palace.
Nimue basically gave you info about that Battlespire Palace. That is what you're talking about, right?
I'm talking about the info
No,
that
Mana
like
Marco's
that like
palace.
I willingly let
Oh
her.
yeah,
like,
Yeah, that.
You willingly, every time you see the little cartoon blue
Zafina.
light Zafina, like, hi, little chibi Zafina. Hi, I let you. I wanted you to do this. It's okay. Don't feel bad. Like it's basically like a small little memory like beauty mark now in your brain. Anytime you think on something that you willingly gave to Nimue or about Nimue, it appears as like a little pocket presence of Nimue, like a automaton of her existence that appears as like, it's okay, I'm gonna be okay, Zafina. I went to go doctor.
Yeah.
I always get better after I go doctor at Papa's hospital.
What is a hospital? I've never heard that. Is that like
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
know.
It's a fancy place where Papa fixes things. It's always been his fixed place thing.
Right.
Are we
He-
just waiting for
He built it in case I ever needed someone to take care of me, and when he wasn't around, because he knew I wouldn't be around forever.
Oh.
With
Well,
all
that's
his powers, he was able to set something up for me to go in case I ever got hurt, because I'm very special, is what he used to say.
That's good.
Remember, anything you say to me, I won't remember. I'm just a part of your brain now.
Right. She put a little bit of herself in my mind.
Yeah, I'm like a little special friend. I love friends. You want to be my friend?
I'm already your friend, silly.
Do you want to be my friend? I'm little I'm little Zafina.
I'm little Zafina.
I guess.
Yeah, little Zafina like hugs your brain, and you feel like a very happy like oxytocin feeling, and like you are now friends with the little chibi you that lives in your brain.
I don't.
Oh god.
Doesn't matter. I guess we're going to Manny Marco's palace. No, whenever this dragon priest shows up.
How long is it going to be?
I don't know.
Well, she says we have, of course, an active audience waiting and willing, and like she points up, and you begin to hear again the song that is ever playing every night at around 3, and they play until a solid 10 or to 12 a.m.
Oh god,
Every
this
night.
is why Falalu never brought us out here.
Are we just waiting, sleeping, doing whatever?
It's up to you guys. You have 14 hours to figure out what to do before he pops in. This is an open. I like to pressure sometimes, and there are tools for me as a GM to weigh my finger on the scale. This isn't what I want to do this time.
Okay.
Where are we? We're in the lounge.
Yeah, we're in the lounge.
Oh, we're in the lounge?
That's the
Oh,
guy
God.
who's gone. It was in the stream room.
Yeah. Oh,
Ah.
beautiful.
Oh shit. It's fine.
You begin to hear your music, the music that ever plays every day, starting at like 2 or 3 and going until like 10 or 12. Every single day they are forced to sing for hours about the wonders that Alduin will return. They have all been given flesh. Alduin will return. We are to serve. Alduin will return. We will be given something more. Alduin will return. And then the only hopeful part of the song, they get to sing Misery every day. The only hopeful part that the high priests sing. They reserve that for themselves.
Lovely.
So, if I go to sleep, I think something bad's gonna happen. With you know that one. So, yeah. I'm not really certain what to do because I can't stay awake forever, but I certainly don't want to deal with that.
Hmm.
This one wonders, what do you think, Sinkir? What are we to do? Where do you wish to go?
Well, there's not really many places to go around here.
We could just run off looking for the portal. Anybody know how to, unfortunately, soul trap themselves? And we can go to Soul Care? Maybe it's he wouldn't be able to.
I don't think anyone knows soul trap here. I mean,
actually
Kavar
do.
might. We're not soul trapping ourselves to go to the soul care. That's not a good idea, especially when
That
we have
was-
other options.
Yeah, that might be a bad idea for us. Considering how
Also-
connected we are.
Then we're just,
Wait.
you know,
Hold the phone. We are the line keeps moving. You came here thinking that you were going to do something called shape the way, yes? And now we
Yes.
are presuming that this is go find the heart. You
Yes.
came expecting to fix whatever problem on the moon. Is there not a way to get from this moon to another moon? We have been plenty of places of go to Battlespire, go to Soul Cairn, go back to Red Mountain, which we don't know how to do. Is there a way we can? So the big guy, the dragon guy, not my dragon guy, a lesser big guy, not as big as mine. She's like very proud of Sinkir. She says he's going to come up here on an arrow. Can we shoot ourselves down somehow? Is there a way to just get off of this place if you wish to?
I mean,
I
I
don't
can
think
go
so.
back
Not a
to
bad idea. But
Azura's realm, but only me. I could theoretically get, well, I guess down from there, but that
Looking-
wouldn't help.
Looking back at the map, there is only one other idea that you have, but I need someone to roll me a logic check. Whoever wishes
Oh, I'm
to,
not
you get
good at
one
logic.
chance.
Here has
here.
high logic. You
Sinkir,
do
you
it.
Sinkir.
got this.
You
Do
get
it.
one chance.
Yeah.
It's a minus 40. This is a shot in the dark.
I think I
He's a
know what
big
it
tiger
is.
brain.
I think I know what it. I think I know what it is. Oh well, that's just fucked. All right.
Wow.
I'd
Nope.
love to
Yeah.
hear your idea.
Also, you've got the very hard option.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What are the odds Joe Cargo was onto something with that dragon idea?
Well,
I
there's
was
that.
thinking that was it.
There's that.
Yeah. Also, we'll remind you.
I
have
guess
luck
I can
points
give
and
it
things like
one
that.
luck point.
Yeah.
Yeah, do a luck point.
Play
8% chance. You got
Yeah.
Come on,
this.
come on.
and you got it.
Hey!
Still
You
was on
look.
very
You
hard.
look back at the map of Corpus Colossus, the land of Revenant, and there's a place on here that would know about moons and moon powers. It's the Khajiit settlement of Moonshadow, hidden within the something like a jungle, a dead jungle, just northeast of New Thros. But the problem is, suddenly apparent to you, that's on the fucking opposite side of the continent.
Well, I
Sinker
could
don't
teleport
last.
us back to near Digother's settlement, but I don't think that's a very good idea. But that would at least be closer.
Well,
But
Do
I
we know-
mean, if he's over there,
he's
we're
already
gone.
there. We'd be getting closer
yes,
to him again.
yes, it would not be good.
Tinker will ask, I guess. Well, I think Safina says, does this one always heard the main being able to travel between the moons? Is there a way you think he goes?
Uh,
Is there a way for him to get here?
maybe.
This one, I'm wondering what you mean, Sinkir, that perhaps there is a way that he can, come here just because we ask him to, or call on him, like he can feel us here?
I think what
This
he's trying
one.
to say is that there is a path that the man follows. Maybe we can find that path.
Oh yeah, yes, we always make our path. The Bandar make their path, and she slapped Joe Cargo, and he's like, never was into all of that. You make your path in what you do. It's not some mystical, magical, literal road that appears in front of you. Like, it's not like I could just reach down to the ground. He's going to roll something.
Please,
In-
Zee.
Joe
Come on,
Cargo
buddy.
walks
He has luck
over to the
points.
beginning of a road. Joe Cargo reaches down, and he's like, it's not like I could reach down at the ground and just pull up a magic path to where we need to go.
Don't you dare, please, please.
He has luck points, but
He has luck
Yeah.
points.
Do I want
Really?
him to spend luck?
I think it'd be really funny.
I think
It
it'd be
would be
really,
really funny. It would be really funny. I'm gonna roll all of his luck points right here, but because he doesn't believe in luck, he doesn't want to use luck. So this is where he's like he gets 3 more rerolls.
Okay, come on, buddy.
There we go.
Hey!
He reaches up and he's like he goes and like grabs like a piece of dirt and like pulls and he's like, what? Like he pulls and it's like he has grabbed like a little tiny twig and keeps pulling and pulling and pulling. It's like a zipper appears in reality. What? What?
And you said you didn't believe in luck.
This is ridiculous. You understand that, right? This is a portal someone else hid here. This is because I am so incredibly clever. This is not luck.
Oh yeah.
And like
nothing.
he pulls back enough until he just whips it, and like a whip chain, it cracks open, and for a couple of seconds, like an ephemeral portal that doesn't make clearly define where it goes to is floating in front of you. And he's like, well, this one, wait, hold on a second. Again, I have said timeless times to all of you. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in fate. I don't believe magic portals just happen where you need them, even though I know what I'm saying and I know what just happened. But hear me out. This
We've got
is
this
is a bad moon. No. This is a bad moon. Everything here is bad. The thing I tried to eat this morning would have killed me and turned me into an undead monster. This is probably like a person grinder or something. You step in this and it shits out your soul or something.
You want me to
Only
try it
one way
out?
to find out.
When you say, do you want me to try out and float over to him, he grabs you and just pushes you through. To like demonstrate possibly, because he doesn't care about a ghost. Like a ghost is a ghost, it's dead already. Now it's the question, do the rest of you follow Kavar? Because nothing happens. He's gone and you like no soul bits appear. Yeah.
I will follow.
Zafina follows.
Okay, Zafina follows. Mawasi sees Sinkir. Well,
I'm
got to go.
incorporeal, but I think Kavar would just let him have this one.
Well, no, Joe Cargo. If you get good enough at like certain things like punching, or like your hands are covered with stuff like silver, which he steals a lot of, or he has silver studded rings and stuff.
Many fingers.
Yeah. You can just grab a ghost, or throw hands with a ghost.
For Kavar.
Yeah. Like say your hands always be rubbing against some gold or silver, or say I don't know, you have like 17 rings that you've stolen today from people who have silver rings. Today from the town over nearby, you stole while early in the morning. You went into a Nordic town when no one was awake, and because you have a horrible stealing compulsion, and you stole 17 Nordic silver rings. Let's say that happened, perhaps. Let's say, I don't know, a thief who has a compulsive problem would do that. Yes.
Oh my god.
He
Think about that. That's horrifying.
Yeah, who else? So Mawasi, Zafina, Sinkir has gone through. I think all of us.
I'm going.
He finally like Isbeta like walks up, looks at Jiro, he's like, "What? I'm not going through that." And she like snaps and like causes like a piece of magic to appear, and we'll see if Joe Cargo's forced to come with you guys. She snaps and she's going to try something. Isbeta is going to try something with her restoration magic.
Oh.
She has good restoration.
She has good restoration, yeah. Come on, girl.
Yeah. Come on,
Ah.
wait.
Oh, she will spend a luck point.
Restoration was higher than that, yeah.
She will spend a luck point.
I swear her restoration was higher than that before.
Yeah, I thought so too, but it's all good.
She causes his strength, like she and like what am I supposed to like, and like he tries to back up. She has strengthened his leg muscles with her restoration magic, and he kind of bound like John Carter of Mars backwards into the portal. She then tells her ladies to wrap up and bring everything through with the portal. She'll wait to meet up with you guys. She's got to go talk to a dragon priest.
Oh god, Isbeta, no.
Isbeta, like the portal will stay open long enough for them to wrap up and pull things through. She'll go up the mountain, talk to Morokai, and then come back.
Okay.
She basically makes a great boast that she will deal with the worm god. And like she appears through this portal about 30 minutes after the rest of you do. It is now 5:10, and I'm going to go ahead and draw on the screen where you guys come careening out of a large, big, almost like ancient willow, like a willow that has like these horrid white like flake things that look, instead of like, you know, a beautiful willow which has a strange like willow petals. I don't know if you've ever seen them before. They hang down like little threads of like leaves connected together. It's like every leaf on this willow is actually a giant sheet of skin that someone has like ripped someone's skin off of.
Ew, I hate that.
And you come out of like the knot in the tree, and you are kicked out, overlooking a region right here. Let me draw it, and I will show you right here. You're kicked out right there.
Oh god, we're near.
You were kicked out. Let me double check and measure. 6 days travel. You were kicked 6 days travel to a small overlook, and you can see down pretty far from how high up this cliff is. Further down on the lower region on the ground, like a half a day's journey, the Imperial camp of Camp Riemann.
Oh
And
no.
there is a massive device in Camp Riemann, like truly monstrously sized, a giant moth.
Zafina will ask, Jisa, what's that?
Well, sorry you had to see it like this, but well, I'm gonna get this one right. I'm gonna get this one right.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You see, it's smaller in this picture than I want it to be. This is a truly gargantuan sized, like several building sized moth, and it's called a moth ship because while that looks like metal, that is an actual living moth that they have amplified by magic, and it flies across dimensions. She basically begins to explain, it's terrifying, honestly, that you can do this to a creature, but apparently the moths that those people who read those ancient pieces of paper, the Elder Scrolls or something, name drop.
He said it. Said the thing.
She said the thing. She said the thing. Apparently these moths have some ancient sacred power, and they can go places and do things because they're related. The moths, on some fundamental level of all things, are tied to ancient things of power. They point direct people to always sort of know where the scrolls are, and because the scrolls are what they are capable of going places. We could. And then she stops. I guess that's not an option.
No.
We could what?
Tell me.
We could go in as if I have arrested you.
I mean, I'm a demi princess.
The moth ships are capable of going up and coming down.
Bet you'd be having a good time if you scored me.
Yeah.
Be on site.
Again, reminding me that I kind of feel bad about this whole new line of occupation and beginning to question some of the things. Now, we did kill a few people who I think deserved it, like some really crazy witches and stuff. I've been building up to this, but there are. She genuinely turns to her sister, and she looks at you dead in the eyes, Zafina, and she asks you a question. You realize I would do anything to find you if I lost you, right?
Yes.
Because I have. I have done anything I had to.
You never should have had to go this far.
No, I shouldn't have. But a sister will do anything to care for her little sister, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You know I love you. I don't really get why you feel like you have to try and compete with me on this. I am supposed to be bigger, yes, and better. She laughs because she's technically an Omes, and she's like bigger, but she's like really not. She's a little bit shorter than you.
Yeah.
Like it's just the rule of being an Omes. There's no way she could height you. Like, you know, I'm your bigger sister. Supposed to be better than you at things, but I don't think I'm better than you really at anything, Zafina. I think I'm. She sits down on like a random rock overlooking an ocean that is truly like Leviathan and ancient and deep in ways that, like, looking at this ocean does not give you the comfort of looking at an ocean with a beach. There is fine particulate white sand on every beach of Revenant, because it isn't like stones that have been worn down. It is an eon endless sea of the bones that have been ground down to a nothing existence of former people who once lived here. Skeletons. Like a beach of skeletons. An endless beach of bodies. Everything that has ever been touched by necromantic power. It so much is touched and worn down by it. You look at this bleak white beach, and this horrid sea, which at times has like a beautiful like purple quality to it, and other times just goes to a very deep, like at times like the sun, when it ever shines, like for a tenth of the day, or for a 5% of the day when it shines, there's a degree of beauty to it. And you imagine if it ever got any brighter here, it would be like, okay, so I see the color of the sea, but mostly it's just dark purple, incredibly dark and inky purple. And she looks at you and she says, I would do whatever I had to. And I have. There are some arrests I'm not proud of, but I needed to stay with them until they gave me information. And I consulted. She like a tear wells up in like a beautiful, in one of her beautiful blue eyes, and I arrested people I went and consulted with. They sent me as a strike force. I have been a strike member for some times, if you know. And they would have me get trust of these people for them to admit what I needed. And I always used the same cover story, though I never admitted it to everyone else. Because it was true, and the witches know. Witches always know. I just wanted to know where you were. And so, I have betrayed quite a number of people who have given me what I needed to know. They said I would find my way into the stars. And I said if I had to climb into them, I would find you. I'm not that much different than a necromancer who can't let go, I guess. I just think I'm better.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry I put you through all this.
I don't even know how to feel because she takes the helmet off. And like you hear the decompression and like cause this helmet. Damned helmet. I hate this thing. But it's supposed to protect you on here. I don't even know how to feel because I don't even entirely trust myself because this thing does stuff to you, Livina. You see things the way they want you to see them. I swear the lenses of this helmet actually do that for a bit. You wear them long enough and what you do, it just seems right at the time. It whatever to achieve the I don't even know what this means, but the great dream. You try the helmet. You try to look through the helmet. You look and see these amber yellow colored, like two, like, almost like kind of like Spider-Man, but like I want to say convex lenses. These like round dome shaped glasses. Like there's two sort of like long eggs. Oh, is a good way to describe it. Half of a long egg, as like it's like these like amber colored glasses, and you look through them, and you don't really see what she's saying, but apparently she says wear that long enough, and you will. And breathe what they want you to breathe through the helmet, and it will keep you from dying, but it messes with you. And the thing that kept me who I am is apparently I don't care what I have to do if I have to find you. So if you need Azura to be who you are, Zavina, as I said before, I am your sister and I will go to the stars to find you. And if you're gonna go somewhere else, I'll go there with you too. Because I can't live knowing I didn't take care of my little sister and keep her safe. And apparently I'd go to the edge of the world and back to find out I was betrayed by the same fucking empire that helped me. I don't know if I really want to go down there, but it doesn't fly the way you think it does. There's no way it could. She points at the big thing. It does something weird. It begins to hum in this horrid, piercing sound, and it vibrates its wings, and it... I never really understood, because I'm not a mage, you know? If I do magic, it's because, like, we're priests. We're children who grew up in a temple. But, you know, I know as much as any healer does, or any healer fighter, but, like, that thing begins to make this awful buzzing noise, like the bugs that used to grow down near the grassier sections down near the town near our temple.
Yes, I remember.
The summer bugs.
Mm-hmm.
They begin to make this horrid brrr, brrr, it makes this buzzing sound like that. You remember the cicadas, yeah.
Yes.
They do that, and then it is in two places at once, and you can pick which section to get off or get onto. It has its station somewhere in Kavach.
Oh.
So it can only go between stations.
Yeah, it goes to Kavach, and there's a checkpoint. But, well, I don't know, we could find something. We could get to Kavach and climb over the walls. And I've seen what you can do, and she walks up to you and, like, grabs you and hugs you and, like, grabs your cheeks, and she says, I know what you can do. Grabs both sides of your face, not really pinching you, but more like cupping you with the palm of her hands. I've seen you do amazing things over this week. You've talked about crazy things, really crazy. Like, you are a little lonely, sis. Honestly, trying to love a goddess, punching a bit above your station, right? Like, she gives you a little bit of a jab. But she's like, but I know you can do what you got to do. I know you can. And that you're here and still fighting. Like I said, if there's a dream I have, it's living my best life with my sister. And she puts the helmet back on.
Thank you.
It seals, it makes its airlock with the rest of her armor, and begins dispersing this pure white driven snow from the throat of the world, mixed with the ashes of something that she doesn't know, and the other thing that she does know what it is, the ashes of ancestor moths. All this together anchors this breath. Every breath she takes is a breath of Nirn and something else, a breath of something else that she doesn't know that. And these lenses affect her mind to follow the great dream, to achieve the great dream. Anything is permissible for the great dream. If it is told and lawful, it will achieve the great dream. But you guys, I will return back, are currently right there, looking down on that large camp where they're quarrying a little closer to you, actually. Probably like a third of a day's trip is the quarry of white moonstone.
Taking the moth will only get us to Kavach. That's not where we need to go.
We need to be more at Morrowind in Vardenfell somewhere.
We could. There's a bunch of priests there who, they're not really priests. They're something similar. I don't really know. Like, she points out one to you long enough, asking you, like, do you see him? Until you do, Zafina. And I'm going to get the image for one of the new threats that you have from the Empire. Like, these truly significant threats from the Empire. This is an Imperial force known as a Mananaut. She points them out to you. Those are the Mananauts, those who transmit the liminal barriers. They trespass the liminal barriers on purpose, constantly, for the sake of the Empire.
How do they do that?
Something about the magic that they learn and those weird kits that they wear. They apparently will draw a line or a tether and attach themselves and spool themselves out off into, they call it the cosmos or the void, I'm not really sure, but they spool themselves ever off from different, I don't really know what to call them, liminal craft. It's all really above me, but they consider themselves explorers, but they're like very well learned explorers. There's a bunch of dials and a whole bunch of machinery on the back end of the and inside of the thing that I think I know, because they mentioned that this isn't the only one they have. There are also camps on the other moons, and there are other access points in case Kavach ever got lost, so they wouldn't lose access to these lunar projects. But you have to set the settings to decide where to go, and I have no idea how that they do that.
I'd say we should take them off and then get back to the college and then head east.
Zafina, make me, as all of you look down, all of you can roll me for free. I need you to someone roll me an observe check with at least 3 degrees of success.
I can't even get that. Zafina, you got this, girly.
Come on, try it. I'm gonna wait till. Okay, Sinkir, you've got
Sinkir's got it.
Sinkir with some eyes from far off in the distance. Sinkir, you clock something because it recalls to you a regrettable action that you have expressed to me that you regret sometimes, Chase. There's someone, for a second you like second guess yourself what you see, because they come out with like similarly blonde hair and the same gear, but you can tell that this isn't a woman, it's a man, and he is in Imperial handler's armor. He is in a Penal Battalion Legion handler's armor.
Okay.
These are this is one of those legendary Shadow Legion members. A handler, and you don't know what his title is or anything, or what his deal is, but he is an incredibly broad and like 7 foot tall Nordic man. Like the armor itself is like is staggering, and like this is a wall of a man. So you're like, well, he looks like he fits, and he could probably swing a 2-handed great mace and club you in. Why does he need to know magic?
Yeah. This one thinks going down there is a bad idea.
It's our only option. It's that or the one chasing us.
We have multiple different options.
There you go. Jokatago speaks up. Now you're getting it.
Well,
we have
come
the
to think of it,
God.
Look at where we are on the map right now.
The Khajiit area, and we
We
also
are
have
near
the
the
dragon.
Khajiit.
Not just that, but
I think the Khajiit's worth a shot.
not just that, but Jokatago, I hate to admit it, you might have been onto something with that dragon idea.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the weird thing I did with the dart. Yeah, no, that was stupid. But yeah, no, of course, my ideas are always clever. I'm going to steal this dragon from you. Like he points over here to the massive town of Thros, built around this like open semicircular bay. It's got architecture you've never seen before, like truly none of you have ever seen. because it's slowed in style.
I think we should act while we're ahead and just go down there, pretend to be prisoners, get on the moth, and then we teleport us out once we're
You're
in.
neglecting the
Kavaч.
fact they're gonna kill me on sight. I can't pretend to be a prisoner.
Like the slowed build with like great like castle like buildings, but also they build these like they have these massive like almost like engineered armillary spheres, like similar to the dwarves, but of like it looks like common rock material or something. Like it looks like it's covered with like runes and stuff. The less than being about just the excellency of their metalcraft, it appears that much of their structures would fail without the use of some magic that keeps these substances that are not strong enough to bear the like structural, like what is the term for it, structural integrity, like stones that like rotate against each other like that and like exist as giant like massive like ring things, like a gyroscopic thing. There's no way that like they could work without like one of the stones shearing and just collapsing and breaking like granite. But they're all covered in like these weird runes that like immediately speak to Gavar that like, oh, those are necromancers. Everyone here is necromancers, but those are definitely slowed necromancers. Like,
You guys know what a slowed is?
No.
I'm gonna lore check for that.
yeah. I will say it's a
don't know what
minus.
the
It's not
fuck a
your side of the
slowed is.
world, so it's a minus
I don't
20.
know what a slowed is.
It's a minus 10 for you, Zafina. But it doesn't matter because you rolled a 94.
I don't know what a slowed is.
Because technically they did kill off a lot of your family. All you know is that like that town is called New Thros, and the Throssian plague killed off a lot of Khajiit.
Really?
I know about the Thracian plague. They have something to do with that?
Well, yeah, because they're the ones who kind of fucking caused it.
Hmm.
And the necromancer, so real fun for both of us here.
Thros is higher up, like almost built into like a great like rising city with like low walls. Like it's like a multi-tiered city of like machinery made of stones, like simple carved stones, every stone reinforced with these awful necromantic runes. So they don't really have to care about like the cleverness of their craft. They get a rock and carve it, and it achieves what they want it to do. Like you get a rock, power it with enough of whatever they power it with, and then inscribe runes. It's an elevator. And so like they must be using a ton of power in this. It's like clearly like a flashbulb city, like almost like a light in the dark. Like all these runes glow, and from a distance it looked a little bit like New York. Fantasy castle New York with giant like star-shaped armillary, but yeah.
Like New York, but have more Catholic architecture.
Yeah, New York, but with Catholic architecture, basically. That's a good way to describe it, actually.
So we could go to the camp, pretend to be arrested, somehow figure out how to pilot the ancestor moth, figure out how to keep Kavar from being erased on sight, or we go to New Thras, try to find this Nagasta and where he keeps his dragon soul that he allegedly has.
I will tell you,
to,
Kragnos himself sits down and in his like accent that I can't sometimes copy, because truly your boy Hans has some great voice acting skills when he does his thing.
Yeah.
He has this maddened laughter, and he's, we've done it, Kavar. Do you know how distant we are from the location? As long as no one mentions the exercise. Sorry, I made a critical mistake. As rock. He says, as long as. Anyways, we're 6 days away from where we were, and no longer being the thing chasing us is chasing us to a different place. Unless they find a key, they're gonna have to turn back around or find a different key where they are. We've gotten 6 days on them.
Seems like we have plenty of time then.
I know, and like he then like drops off because twice he's made a critical mistake. Once he almost mentioned and made y'all think of Dagother, which would be a bad thing, and informed Dagother where you went. The other thing is he course corrects, and then he was gonna say something. He's like, yeah, and then we only have 8 days, and like he looks at Kavar like, sorry, bud. You know, a lot of people never
get me a body back.
You know, a lot of people don't even sometimes make it, Kavar. You should be thankful.
I am. You know, I think we can figure this out. I'm glad to be free from the star's grasp, and I think we'll figure out a way to keep me free. Even if it is just giving me an undead body, I guess. Maybe undeath is just a problem when people force it.
Or we could go to the Khajiit settlement and
We could, maybe.
have them send us to another moon. Or back
Maybe.
down to Tamriel. I'm not really certain how that works.
Ragnos knows a
Maybe,
lot of lore.
hope.
Actually, related to Kavar's question, I need to roll first. If Kavar, it is incredibly rare. It's not like D&D fantasy, where like you can resurrect, which is why necromancers are such a thing on Tamriel and Nirn and Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls has some different cosmology and different magic. You can't just go spend a single diamond to resurrect somebody. Like death is a joke in D&D land. I'm sorry, but in Elder Scrolls land,
Tamriel, you're so fucked.
in Tamriel, you die, you move on, you go wherever you've been preparing to go, and or you go, you decide, no, the Buddhists were right, and you resurrect in the dream sleep. Like that's your only get. Like typical people are like, you don't really got to do a lot. The dream sleep, like they don't know what a dream sleep is, but like they know, like, you know, it's just a cycle of souls. Yeah, you come back and it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Or you go where you're supposed to go. The typical church is teaching you go back. It's really esoteric knowledge to know you recycle. But Kragnos knows you recycle. He also knows that his buddy won't be a hero when he recycles. So he's like, He begins to roll a. He's out of luck points because I haven't reset them today. Okay, so now he has them back. I'm going to roll a lore check for Kragnos. Does Kragnos have a specialization? You know he does not.
He doesn't need it. Holy shit.
He doesn't need it. This is the boy who is the librarian attendant, like, to the adamantine tower. A servant hoping to get some stacker. He just stacks and moves books, but his whole life he's gotten to read books that some people would give their lives to open. He remembers that there are 2 or 3 groups that say that they can achieve what you're talking about. And that there is an ancient event when Yeagar Tharn, and he's like, oh yeah, Manny Marco tried to do this before. Manny Marco was already trying to become a god, and like he like flips in his mind because he's got perfect memory to the page. He's like, it was the giant soul anchors when the plane meld. When Manny Marco attempted in service to, or attempted to coup, some say, Molag Bal, and that's where his hatred of Molag Bal stems. You're actually like twice every time he says Molag Bal, a lightning bolt gets closer to him. He says it once, a lightning bolt happens off in the distance. He says it a second time, it gets closer, and you get a sense that if he says it a third time, you draw the distance of how far away those lightning bolts are, and it's like, oh, those getting kind of close. Like,
Kragnos, careful when you say that name.
Right. When the guy that is clearly hated by Manny Marco and like the winds calm down, really, is he that vain? When Manny Marco the Great, like, and the winds turn incredibly clear, Manny Marco the Vast and Wonderful, and like, a weather happens that you guys aren't ready for.
Oh no.
Ah, fun.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Why are you trying to make this worse?
Why is it purple?
Look what you've done. You made everything purple.
No, hold on. I don't think this is entirely bad. No. No, I don't think this is entirely bad. And like it calms down. The purpleness, like you see 4 or 5 like openings in the cloud, and like just a pouring of wind, but no water, and it is like in response to someone genuinely worshiping him, or like maybe like attempting to, because Kragnos has some respect for Manny Marco and like is willing to like entertain something, and he now knows he's an actual god. an outpouring of like the first adherence of a follower on his own moon, and there is a weather called ether haze or mana winds, which is this is not the same thing as an arcane storm. They're both wind related, but these are mana winds. And for the first time on this ever about the heat of a morgue, ever 45 degrees Fahrenheit to like 25 degrees Fahrenheit, it has been cold and miserable and wet and breathing and awful here on this planet, on this moon. For the first time, the winds warm up and it is like 80 degrees here, a comfortable weather, and all of you are suffused with mana.
Ooh.
Your mana fills, and if you try and cast a spell for the next 4 hours, you will generally fill back up.
That's really good.
That's super good.
That's super good.
It's a random weather pattern that can happen on this planet, but since it happens on purpose the first time someone adopts the faith of Manny Marco, or at least professes his true worship. Kragnos has never before in his life like admired or worshipped Manny Marco. This is the first time truly in his life out from his spirit. He has genuinely said some admiration to the man. And outpouring is like, welcome new attendant, basically. Welcome new servant or new worshiper. Like a boon, basically, because every god offers its boon. Well, I wonder how long this weather lasts. But anyways, while he was doing his stuff, the plane meld was happening, and there were these things called stone husks, Kavar. If we find one of those, apparently there were these like a whole bandy of heroes, like pioneered by the Grey Host. These stone husks are one way that like dead vampires and dead werewolves and dead mortals would resurrect themselves in a fully. I don't really understand them. There's not a lot of writing specifically, but there's like, you have to realize this is a history book. But if we can find one of the stone husks, I can learn more about it. Try and recall how to cause it to function. The only other two things I can imagine is there are hag ravens who claim that they know old magics. And they say that some ancient alchemist was able to perfectly resurrect her test subjects and restore them to life. But she was using a lot of Daedric ingredients. I don't really know besides that.
I will tell you what, if Manny Marco managed to create something that resurrects without undeath, maybe I'll stop hunting necromancers, because that's pretty impressive.
Well, no, I think some of them do deserve to die, and like he's like for a moment he like remembers Falanu and.
Well, obviously, I'd stop hunting them because they're necromancers and start hunting them because they're terrible.
That's why they're terrible. Better. Like that's why they're terrible, Kavar. I don't think you can separate this. I don't think the spaghetti gets separated.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Which path are we going down?
How long is it to Moonshadow?
Moonshadow now is at a distance of about straight shot 2.5 days. Thros, let me shift click. Thros is a distance of about half a day.
Well, the safest option I think is Moonshadow, but the quickest ones are camp down there or New Thros.
I think we should do the camp and then just teleport out of there when we can. But I understand if we don't want to do that because I know it would be hard for Kavar.
To vote selfishly, but Joe Cargo hasn't been wrong yet, so I don't see why we don't just go to Thros.
You can go to Thros.
Maybe.
For the record, how the hell did you touch me? That was weird.
What? I put my hand where you are and I pushed you. That's all I did.
That's not normal. I'm dead.
I go put my hands like on Kavar's shoulder and it sinks through.
Yeah,
That's what's supposed to happen. Not being able to push him.
I don't know. I've always been able to backhand every ghost I've ever run into.
Or
All right.
one odd Khajiit.
How do you handle silver? Or
pretty bad.
and he like pulls his he finally pulls a glove that he's worn most of this campaign off when he got armor, and like he pulls it and he literally has like ring upon ring upon ring on his left hand. Like his left hand is like 4 rings, one big gold ring with like a ruby on it, and then 3 silver rings. He has a lot of silver rings because those are more common, and then occasionally a gold ring. Sometimes a really fancy gold ring with like etchings on it. He's like, I don't like the etchings because usually they're magic and I don't know what they do, and I don't need like some random thing cursing me. But like, how do you think of it? And he just holds up his hand, and his like under his glove on his arm on it, like at his his wrist are a bunch of bracelets. He just is truly like a pirate decked out underneath his like his leather glove. He apparently regularly adds rings to this, and he apparently the reason he's always been able to backhand a ghost, which he's never thought of, is that he just has so much silver on him.
Beautiful.
Oh, Kragnos succeeds. Kragnos finishes his drawing. He's like, okay, it's a little shoddy. Probably not as good as the original book, but here you go. This is what a slode is, Safina. I bet I could do better if I was given time. I'm not like one of the masters, one of the great Altmer painters. He shows you this exact photo. He's like, I could probably do better.
Oh. That's,
Terrifying.
huh.
Oh, they're about like, how big is an average slode? They're called slugmen. They're like weird. They got slug skin that sloughs off.
Disturbingly good at magic.
Hmm.
Conniving fuckers they are.
Yeah. Maybe dangerous going that way.
Well, I think we should go to Moonshadow as long as we get off of this moon.
I think I'm inclined to agree.
Oh yeah, I remember. The reason I can't remember an average size is they usually get extremely obese. There is no limit to how big a slode can grow. They're like a corpulent, bloated whale toad.
Okay, so big city full of like
those guys,
giant necromancers who probably fucking hate us.
Yeah.
They hate everything.
It might be a bad idea to go. Yeah. I don't know.
They hate each other. The only thing that Slode doesn't do, they're not. It's a common misconception. Slodes, for one, do come from Tamriel. They're not like random like creatures from a different plane. For one, they come from the Isle of Thros in the Abyssinian Sea, like I think northeast or northwest of Somerset Isle. At any rate, they're really good at necromancy, all of them, like invariably. Like it's like part of their fundamental religion. They all believe it's the best thing. The other thing is that Slodes, well, let's see here. They used to live on giant coral structures. They just use whatever's around them and they just write runes on it. It's also the Somerset Isles once, like the reason that the Altmer know about necromancy is that the Slode taught it to them. Like the Altmer seek excellence in every school of magic. Some believe that the Slode have been given a position here because Manny Marco first learned his practice from them, like the secrets of necromancy, and taught it to the rest of the Altmer from the Slode themselves. So they've been given it as a sort of soft spot that Manny Marco has for them.
Yeah.
He's like starts recalling random facts from a book because he has perfect memory and he can read, and he's like, let's see here. Is it useful that Ysgramor once had like a wine sack from a big slode he made that like supposedly was the size of like a mammoth? He just carried a bunch of wine with him, like a mammoth size. I don't know how much true is that is. There's also suggestions that Ysgramor you used to eat soup with a fork. Not really going to go into that. The slowed also are incredibly slow people, but not in the way people. Here's the misconception: sloweds are going to kill you if they consider you an insignificant threat. They are slow to take action because they're like their understanding of the word adventurer is idiot or fool. Someone who takes off to go do a thing quickly is a fool. They scheme and scam for like their lifespan of like how long do they live? Well, they're necromancers. It's always unclear, and they just kind of bloatedly grow. And I actually, now that I think about it, maybe there isn't a natural life cycle because they all are necromancers, so they all just do this and decay into this weird dead whale thing. Maybe that's why they're necromancers. I don't know. At any rate, they just kind of die or half live or something. But like they take ages to do anything. But when they finally accomplish something, they really accomplish it. They don't take action until they're pretty confident they'll succeed, and they plan it for a long time. That's who the Altmer learned it from. The Altmer learned the power of long-standing patience from the Slowed, and the Slowed achieved the Throssian plague and killed, I think, 80% of Tamriel with it.
Oh, I think it's Moonshadow then.
Yes, it seems quite dangerous.
But we don't even know what there's a floating castle above the town. There's a big castle above the town, Zafina. We could go to a floating city. That like you look up and above the Thross you've been looking at, that's up on a hill, even higher is a 5-pointed, like with a massive pentagram written on the underneath of the castle, but truly like just the stonework of a castle just floating above the city, like a castle floating as an independent structure unto itself above the rest of it. And you can see this weird like stuff within it, but like there's like 5 big rounded crenellated like towers and walls, and it's just a 5-walled castle with like a big pentagram underneath. And he's like, it's a floating, I've never seen one of those. There's so much we could learn from them.
And do you think they're willing to teach us?
Well, obviously, like, a poor student needs someone to say it out loud. Zafina.
What?
You learn by observation. Obviously, no teacher, like, even my teachers did not think it was worth their time to deign to tell me everything as if I was a simpleton. Obviously, I could observe and glean the useful information. I am, after all, the librarian of the Dorini Tower, thank you very much. I don't need someone to tell me what a wheel is. I can just look and see what it does. But I want to get close and see how a city flies.
I understand, but that seems dangerous, unnecessarily so.
I still vote that Ross would be quickest and thus best, but if we're worried about the Sloweds, then we can go to Moonshadow.
Moonshadow may be safest, I think.
Moonshadow, I believe, is safest.
Yes.
We just go to get past,
Oh, I forgot the most useful one. They make soap from the soap from their children.
Oh.
Fun.
Alright. Yeah, I don't think we should be going there.
So their larvae, they have what's called a polywiggle stage. Really cute name. The Slowed take at birth, and it's collected by matured Sloweds. It's like a little egg bead thing, and they use it in the creation of like a really powerful alchemical mixture called Slowed soap. I think Devaith Fur said that these gastropods are responsible. Well, beyond mentioning that they're the responsible people for the Thracian plague, which is why everyone calls it the Thracian plague, because everyone knows where they come from. We didn't just start calling it for no reason. It was suggested by Devaith Fur that they were responsible, and so everyone remembers they're responsible. Some people suggest that that's how the soap, because it's so easy, they sell it as like a byproduct of them existing, and they make money to selling it to races that need soap. But it's actually just their children mixed up. Like they all constantly produce these little larvae on their skin that, like, they obviously couldn't take care of all the children. The most useful of the children who escape their notice under one of their folds and grow into actual living, extant life capable of speaking, they will kill it if it's not useful, but if it does something of any degree of use, it's allowed to exist long enough to usually become powerful enough to possibly kill its master. It's actually an interesting life cycle.
They sound like lovely people.
I don't think we should go to
Yes.
Thros, New Thros.
Yes.
Not to mention that New Thros is closer to the one chasing us than Moonshadow is.
Yes, Moonshadow will
We
put
don't
us
know
at
where
some...
he
Moonshadow
is
will put us at some
currently, so
distance.
Oh, here, another piece of info, like while you guys are deciding and walking and just kind of like walking in circles or walking in a direction, like as you guys are figuring things out, Slowed at birth are hermaphroditic, which is why they grow these eggs until they grow old enough to walk on land, in which case they absorb the reproductive organs. They actually don't know what sex is. Isn't that funny? Isn't that so funny, Kavar, that they don't ever have to know what that's like?
It's just.
You're cutting out.
yeah, you're really
Oh,
quiet.
sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're back.
I liked
He's
it
back.
when I was alive. It's just Falalu ruined it while I was dead.
Well, that must be so great for you. Consider my situation, and he shuts up for the rest of this trip. This is a soft spot. He reminded himself of the fact that how lovely it would be to be born something that never has sex and then moves on with his life.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, we've never had sex.
Congratulations.
Huh.
The
Damn you, Princess of Bazura, which you've never done it. Shit.
no.
Mm.
We've been a little busy for about 15 years of my life.
I thought she it's better arriving after like 50 minutes have passed. She arrived at your like declaration after Kragnos's crash out. I thought you and were soft on the boy in the tin suit.
Oh yeah, but we haven't done anything.
You'd travel across half a Tamriel to do all this, but never mind.
Yes.
I'm not touching that one.
Long story.
I've learned that you don't throw rocks when you live in a big glass house. That
Anyway, I think we should go to
Yeah.
Moonshadow. And
Uh,
apparently Sincere does too.
it will put some distance between us and that one.
The one.
And also, when we arrive, that should be about the time that the others get here.
Yes.
where will they be arriving?
We're not certain. I hope they'll kind of join us over wherever we are, but
Emily, we're still here. We could point them in a direction, but we can't.
Yeah, your brain reminds you. Little chibi Zavina says, Nemily is currently going doctor at Papa's hospital.
no.
She can't reply.
I'm a little jealous because you're not supposed to have a hero who's dead. I thought this Nimily person would get a kick out of this.
Oh, I think she would, but she's not really. She's a little indisposed, apparently.
And now I will switch from this awful music that keeps playing back in the lands of the
Nords.
Nords.
You're playing the not Elder Scrolls music
Yeah.
in the Elder Scrolls game. The Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon music.
Yeah. And now you're traveling across the broad lands. Now, interestingly enough, these swaths of lands on this northern section, between the cities of the Worm God, most of Harvest is where like it's the metropolitan. This is not Nordic. This is Bredic. Like this song is Bredic. Like specifically Celtic Welsh is what I found it. The lands you're traveling across are like the lands of like more people that Isbeta would be familiar with, but people who she was called one, but she is not one. Bredick witches and witchmen, reachmen, Bredick like well-learned men, and like Imperials, and like basically anyone who's of Nedic stock, Colovian, Nibonese men, because the majority of the people who make this place up are like Altmer or Dunmer or elves of some sort. Like those are the magic tending to people. But there are some notable necromancers who are not elves. There are notable necromancers who are like men. And this is like this broad tract of land from the Imperial camp to Moonshadow on the northern side of Thros is where all the mortal men who lived, and like it's where a lot of the people who gather who want to live with their kind live, who were victims of necromancers, who are just regular Imperial citizens live. The metropolitan area is Harvest, but this is like mostly mortal men.
I think we're heading to Moonshadow then.
Yeah, so as you begin to walk, I will
Ooh, some dark music.
Yeah, I'm going to go look at my battle maps that I have.
Oh no. Don't look at the battle maps.
I'm going to ask you, guys, truly, do you want to encounter anything on this road? And I know as an RP you don't, so I'm trying to figure out, because there's no overland travel system in Elder Scrolls. I've mostly been home brewing this, so let me double check the UAS RPG guide travel.
We will eventually need to rest, so that's a thing.
Yeah, you've just woken. This is like a day. You had a full night's rest, so travel, travel pace, travel and exhaustion. The travel pace assumes that these characters will roughly travel about 8 hours in a day. For each hour traveled beyond this, the characters must make an endurance test, starting at +0 for the first hour, stacking with a -10 penalty. So you could travel 16 hours in a day, but you'd be making a eventually -80 test on endurance.
Yeah, no.
But really, what I want to see is if anyone can roll me sort of a observe check.
Think here, you want to do the honors?
As you were scouting for them, leading the pack with Moasi on your back.
Yeah.
Now we get some open world exploration.
Okay. I have like that +10 if that helps.
Oh, +10 to what?
Yay,
What's it called?
Observe.
No,
observe.
His specialization.
Specialization of what?
It might not be on my sheet anymore. This stuff keeps getting deleted.
I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Do you remember what your specialization was? Sort of?
It's like +10 to notice details in the background.
Oh, okay, cool. You just see, I'm saying this out of character, by the way, Dig Author showing up.
What?
Yeah, I don't see it.
That's why I said out of character. Like, I'm joking that he just sees Dig Author in the background doing something. Because I'm not gonna say his name in
Dig
character.
Author, like posing with a hand in front of his face. Truly, we will achieve greatness, men. Men of Camp Dig Author, my brothers. JoJo posing.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
He stands tall and mighty, and his big red scarlet scarf around his neck extends about 12 feet behind him with a wind that shouldn't exist. First, we're gonna go there.
Because I was like, "Don't murder us, please, not again."
All right.
I know something's coming, but I don't want to make it premature.
Invariably, you notice that in front of you, Kavar, you can go into a village, but like there is no route around this save for like a massive mountain that would extend your travel like by a day that you don't have to waste. There is a large like field of like flowing something that like you look at and like it seems hazardous, but it's like lava, or water, or like a very slow moving substance, but it's purple.
So we either have to go through the village or go through the slow moving fluid.
No, it's like at the end of this village that you visit, this village of like mostly like Bredick zombies and like occasionally like most people here are some form of undead. There's a lot of ghosts and zombies. The zombies are very much like there's an argument happening in town that happens regularly all across across Revenant. Like no, you have it lucky because I while you might need to eat, like I can't touch anything. Like there's an argument between which way is it better to be. Like I have to sew my hand back on every 3 days. Boyle, like please leave it alone. Like you accidentally spent 600 XP.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my right trait.
I just
Beautiful.
yeah, I just fixed it. I fixed it. What trait are you looking for?
I'm looking it back up.
It might not be in the compendium anymore because some stuff got deleted.
Yeah.
I just got it for Dahi, so it's still there.
Okay.
Oh.
What was the trait that you're looking for? Think here.
I'm looking it up.
Oh, okay. It's in the like special traits at the beginning of the book, right? I have it open right here.
Situational awareness.
Situational awareness. Okay, cool.
It kept brave, but I don't have situational awareness anymore.
I got you. I dragged it in. You don't gotta do it. Yeah, you have a +10 bonus to perception test to notice details in your surroundings. So I would say you notice afar off that like okay, so one thing is for sure there is like a weird looking lake, but the other thing is that there are occasionally things that like crawl out of that like lava that like are completely stripped of skin, like glowing charred skeleton, like black with like purple fire around them skeletons. Not your typical skeleton.
Horrifying.
Yeah, well, that's scary.
Yeah, these aren't like your standard. This isn't your standard low grade skeleton you see here. What you got here is a like a fine tuned piece of art.
Shall we ignore those and continue on?
Well, the thing is, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. Like there is a big hill, like almost like a something under a mountain on the north side of Thros that you could go the other way around and wrap around back to the heading up north to the jungle. But these fields and long stretch of like these weird like flowing purple lands just extend before you. There's no way around it. You are aware that these bone men exist.
Are they
gonna be hostile?
Are
They're
they
called
gonna attack on sight, or
you have no idea.
You said there was a way to like circle around.
They're basically like some of them are like charred black purple bones, like emitting like a miasma of like almost something like indigo like light from their eyes and bodies. Like the bone men have no legs; they're just like a floating torso with arms. The mist men are. The bone men are just extremely charred in these like strange like lava, like purple lava, but like with like a powerful like bows and stuff that they make from from like conjuration magic and lightning. And then the wrathmen are like armed with like mighty metal that is like jet black.
You said there was a way to like circle around.
No, that's what I'm saying. There isn't one. Like you could, there is like the mountain will let you go around for a day, but you'd have to like walk around to the other side, and you have no idea what obstacle there are there. It's a diversion that it would cost you a day to do.
What do we do, guys?
Mm.
Do we just cross and try to cross as quickly as possible?
Hmm.
I'm all for some yakety sax event where you guys attempt to outrun an entire
That's kind of the plan. I'm
like,
gonna be honest.
field of like 200 of them instead of like fighting your way through.
Fighting our way through.
We should not fight our way through.
We don't
It's
know if
not
we
bad.
even have to fight our way through. Is the thing.
That's
like, we
true,
don't-
but I feel like we will. Like they
Mhm.
seem not very friendly. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Do we just
Mhm.
want to try to start running?
Mm, Maybe. Yeah, we could.
I think we should just start running.
All right.
Go for it, run.
Yeah.
One of the bone men wearing manifests like an ethereal blue book, and like he puts his two fingers in and like realizes he can't like really whistle like that, and so he spools up like a purple thing of like magic, and then just like a trail wrapping around his finger, and just it begins to whistle as he puts off mana. And he has two people present large blue banners, and he basically is like calling your attention. He's like whistling, waving at you, with a book under his shoulders.
Okay.
And he has these two banners. They just have it almost looks like an empire. It almost looks like it's got a diamond, like the imperial diamond.
Oh no. All right. Well, I guess we can talk to them.
Hello. How can I help you? Welcome in. Are you getting tired on your feet and need some assistance that you just don't ever get right every day?
What do you?
Are you? I notice because I don't have eyes. That would be misinformation. Which the bosses at our incredible service company, truly a deal to you that we can set you up today. That they would take offense at me saying I have eyes, but I have the ability to detect that you seem to be in possession of all your living faculties. Are you interested in some undead assistance today?
Are you trying to sell me something?
No.
You're
I'm trying to offer you the deal of your life. I work with the ideal masters. In front of you in like blue, in like purple, perfect iconography and typography appears the letters like ideal masters TM.
Ideal masters. Kragnos,
Right.
is this what you were talking about? You mentioned these
Ideal masters.
and are these those people you were talking about?
Excuse us, would you mind allowing us just a short moment to discuss amongst ourselves the wonderful qualities of the deal you're offering us? Oh no, take some time. Kragnos pulled you aside. Zafina, they're trying to sell us something for sure. These are the ideal masters. You don't buy whatever they're selling you, but don't piss them off because it's perfectly valid for them to just kill us if we offend them, especially if we offend the masters.
So talk smoothly. Talk smoothly, and we may get out of this, I guess.
So, what is it you're trying to
Not sell.
interest us
They're
in?
not selling us anything.
What are you trying to interest us in?
What I want to interest you in today, truly, is the deal of multiple lifetimes. It's the deal of at least one lifetime yours. Would you like to sign on to become a necromancer with the easiest, fastest growing organization of necromancers across all of Mundus? Truly, from the void to every plane. If you need a good contract for an easy to summon necromantic creature, can I recommend our models? And he like spins his fingers to make the whistle again, and he has 3 models walk up. He's like, this here is our standard bonemen. Bonemen are great. This one here, introduce yourself. He's like, I'm ID tag number 457. You can call me, and like he's allowed to give you like his working name. So give me 1 second to get my name generator.
No, you're good.
I'm Ancusus. Ancusus. I was permitted through a long-term program to keep my first name. Ancusus here is the standard model. What? Let me ask you, ma'am, because you seem like a conjuring sort. And I mean that as one of the greatest compliments, because you seem like you can do some real good conjuring, probably big conjuring that takes up a lot of mana, right? And he points
yes.
to Alicia. But you see, when you conjure one of your Daedric friends, because I can feel that essence running off of you, roll through those realms of oblivion. Do you feel like you're properly treated by your summoning contracts? Do you feel like you're properly represented by people whose sphere of influence may not always overlap with yours? Well, who do you prefer to summon with?
We've never really thought about it. We're just going to summon when I need to.
You don't even have a dedicated summoning base, and see that you're having to draw different ley lines in your mind every time you go to summon. Sorry, why does it do that? Why does it do that?
Why is it so dramatic?
Why is that song in the list? Why is that song in the list?
It was such a dramatic switch.
Truly. Yeah. When you summon, do you ever have like issues with conjuration blowback? Or do you ever sometimes really need a summon to pop out in the midst of battle and you just can't figure out what was that last line? With the Soul Cairn copyright, like there's a small blue circle that appears, the Soul Cairn, perfect typography in the air. It's floating blue indigo fire like letters. He spends a little bit of mana to make it. Can I get your signature here on this book for you to sign up for one of our necromantic seminars? It won't cost you anything. We'll even let you spend all day reading the finer print. But tell me truly, ma'am, when you go to summon, say, a Frost Afternock, how much mana does it cost you? Say you're summoning from the only even remotely capable of committing to our degree of freedom, but truly it's not our degree, for that would be denigrating the ideal masters, which we would never do.
It costs a lot of mana, yeah. Eileen has never summoned a Frost Atronach, by the way. She only really summons Azura stuff. She doesn't say this, but that's true.
Yeah, you know that in order to summon a Daedra, specifically from the realms of, he is right that the most unaffiliated realms, the realms that are glad to help you, but they're still dangerous. Like Frost Afternox are like generally more willing to help. Like they're considered the less, as like the Imperials think of them in Nords, demonic. They're the less outright hostile with like aligned to a particular plane and like type of behavior. They just do whatever, like they do ice things. They're from the realm of ice. They do ice things, and sometimes you get them. But they're still dangerous if you don't lock them down, and like they don't like that you summon them. Like they were busy, eating something or like spending time with their family or something, and you summon them. But a Frost Atronach on average costs 20 mana, and it costs 2 Mind Lock. And he's like, 2 Mind Lock. Can you imagine that? Then it takes up a lot of mental capacity.
It does.
Can you believe it? I can hook you up with a deal today, ma'am. If you contact through our ley line, I can hook you up with 4 bonemen, just like Ancusus here, for the same cost, and a single one, which would only occupy half of an average Mind Lock, for 5 mana. Actually, less mana. If you sign up today with this special deal, and he pulls out a glowing golden sheet of paper with a line, and he holds a quill out to you, If you sign up today with these special conditions, no questions asked, we can get you on the premium package.
Could I have a
Summoning
moment to discuss with my
one
friends,
boneman
please?
a day, no cost, and every other boneman after that at 1 mana each. Each half a mind lock. Can you imagine? He's like, yeah, no, feel free to take all your time. Feel free to take all your time. Like he steps back. He realizes he might be laying it on too thick.
All right, thank you so much. And I'm gonna like
Anytime.
huddle.
Yeah.
All right, so what am I supposed to be doing with this exactly? Because I've never really done necromancy before.
Don't sign that shit.
I don't really want to, but I don't want to like make him angry.
Look, if you read the fine print, you're probably giving him your soul or something.
I probably am.
Well, how does one get rid of a persistent scammer?
I'm not certain.
My logic isn't high enough for this.
My logic isn't high enough for this either.
That's really funny.
Sincere, help us out.
Do you have any thoughts?
I could try.
Yeah.
Just scare him off. Just roar, scare him off. It'll be great.
Logic check.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yay.
Hey.
Sincere,
Nice.
you know that these are like almost worse than Imperial merchants, which is saying something. And the fact that they're so insistent on the branding and the copyright and the trademark, which is just, you know, like it's a thing that exists in Tamriel too. Like there's certain people who copyright certain things, but it's not as enforced as it is elsewhere. They're so insistent on it. They seem like a people of like truly like incredible red tape. Which screams something like something is up to you. What exactly, you don't know.
If you sign them, you're probably giving away your soul.
No. In fact, we never. That is a common misconception. Like he hears that, he overhears that. Sorry. I didn't. I'm not eavesdropping. Just, you know, no ear holes. So hearing a little bit different than normal. A little bit different between you and me. Normal is a problematic word, and I will take myself to HR afterward. And Fusus, if you could take over for me real quick, and he hands the book and paper and disappears, like walking into the purple lava to go meet with HR for making a microaggression. And Fusus takes over. Sorry about that. We didn't mean anything by it, but we do fair treatment, and we have several seminars a day for things like this to make sure people have a healthy work environment and a healthy customer to client experience, correct?
Yes.
So,
I do summon, but I don't summon a lot, so I'm not really certain I can really become a necromancer with ease, if that makes sense.
That's the thing. We fill a lot of the paperwork for you. We actually, on the signing of your premium contract, depending on how much you do as a down deposit and how much you offer as a steady supply, depending on what deal we negotiate, because there are multiple different models. It's common misconception. No offense to your friend. I am not calling him anything but slightly misinformed. We do not ask for the soul. That is only one option, which is only ever openly declared in the terms of agreement. We always allow, and we always say, take all the time you need. We're not trying to pressure anyone into anything, least of all a soul contract. We are not any lesser companies, though I will not denigrate them because that is not our corporate behavior. But one could say certain planes are known for bad deals, yes? That's not us. Here with the Ideal Masters and Soul Cairn Co. Limited, we offer you all the information you need for summoning the second you sign up with the premium package. And there are multiple different sorts. If you wish to provide a steady supply of your monthly, or we can go a yearly. Some people are not able to acquire small slivers of soul power every year, and it doesn't even need to be a full-filled soul gem. If you're able to provide yearly, we can do a yearly model, monthly subscription. The both work. We see you have some maggots on you. We also accept maggot currency. We are a small shareholder here in Revenant. That's why we're allowed some presence here.
Who's the shareholder?
We are a minority shareholder of about 30% with Revenant, but the majority shareholder, 60%. There are other shareholders who share differing percentages, but we hold about 30% in the share with Revenant. No one else is able to claim that level of leeway here on the land of Revenant. If you need a good living space, we can even do a deal there. You've been signed up. It's terrible and dreadful that you've arrived at Revenant not prepared for your situation. We have ways to quickly get your lich body. We have ways, if you're not quite ready for that transition and want a little bit more time in that mortal body of yours, we can entirely get you set up with a house, a place to stay, some food, mortal realm materials. It just, it'll be a differing deal. We'll have to negotiate that.
So, my
I have a question.
Oh, you can go.
I have a small question I'd like to ask. As Kavar is hearing this, can I roll like some kind of lore or mysticism check to determine if I would retain heroism in a lich body?
Yes, you can you can make a lore check, but if you fail, I need you to roll it secretly so you don't see the results. And whatever you roll, I'll just tell you what I want to tell you. How's that?
How do I roll secretly?
Do you see where it says blind roll?
It's the little.
It's little eye blind GM roll near.
There's a world, a private GM roll, a blind GM roll. The blind one means you can't see it. It means you can't see it. Only I can see it.
Find it.
Okay.
Whatever you get, I will tell you that as confidently as it is the truth, because you won't know.
You don't know any better.
I do not have very good lore. Do I get any bonuses on this because I made a life hunting necromancers?
Yeah, you get a +10.
How do I blind GM? Fuck.
So when you go to the chat channel, not the actors channel, but the chat messages, it shows up at the bottom right, in where it has like a little world symbol, a little like detective investigator, and then a blind, like a cut through /die.
Do I just click the cut through /die and it sets up?
Yeah, it sets it up. It sets it up automatically. It doesn't. It's not highlighted well.
Okay,
That's probably a failing.
Beautiful.
Do you see that roll? Do you see it at question marks to you?
No.
It's question marks to you.
Marks.
Cool.
Is there
cool.
any way I
Cool.
can spend luck on anything?
You can, if you have rolled a success, every luck spend you will go up. If not, it's just going to the ether. What do you want to spend?
I will spend 1 luck just in case.
In case you've actually rolled a success, it will now go up. But you don't know.
I have no idea.
What were you asking me? Just to draw the conclusion back.
If I manage to get myself a phylactery and become a lich, do I retain heroism?
You will not bleed heroism anymore. Provided that your phylactery is not ever split and never farther than you from maybe 5 feet.
Work with this.
It's a very, very untenable position. They could probably set you up with a really big deal if you really were able to negotiate with them and had some leeway and a lot of money, a lot of maggots. You might be able to negotiate with them for a stone husk, like a body that could like truly bring you back.
Well, how much would the phylactery setup be? Just curious.
Oh, you're looking for a flat. Oh, I see. You've got some energies about you. We have a truly unique deal for you. Let me pull you aside, sir. Never feel like. Do you wish to be separated? I'm not trying to separate you from anybody. This is just a unique deal that you may be delicate information you weren't aware of, and I don't want to announce something that's uncomfortable to your friends.
As long as I'm able to tell my associates, I'm gonna like.
Afterwards, tell them all you want. Tell them all you want, and offer them the same deal if they have any stake in it. I'm not sure if they will or not. Why don't we take a seat here? And he like conjures up like a tent room, closes the tent room, and there's a very fine negotiation table, and what you imagine would be like a mahogany oak table with like 2 very comfortable chairs. if they existed. He offers for you to sit on it, and because it's conjured, you're actually able to sit. And it even manifests little feet for you as a ghost to like make you, get rid of that like that nagging phantom limb situation.
Right.
Welcome in. This is my boss who is currently taking himself to HR. Locutus's office, but I'm able to work with Locutus. I'm one of his employees. As I said before, I'm Ancusis. That's not really significant today. What we offering you today is a rare limited time, only available now while you were sitting in this tent, so long as you were sitting. I'm offering to you immediate relocation back to Tamriel, full body stone husk setup, everything. We'll even throw in your own home with a few pigs, a few cattle if you like to farm. And you seem like to be a sword guy. We can negotiate a sword in there. I can swing that, no problem. And we'll even set you up with your own summoning. No subscription needed. We just like to request access to some of your unbound energy is what we're calling it. We're calling it it's a new form of energy today, not renewable and therefore very rare, very powerful. It's something we're looking into as a long-term source of power. For you today, the rare deal, we're offering all this full resurrection, and if you don't want to go to that, we'll even resurrect you to the highest form of necromancy negotiable in your region. For you, let's see here. There are multiple options. A high-level lich, if you would like to become likened to a draugr. There's some options there. There are flesh atronach, but like every bit of flesh that you would prefer, like from only the finest men or women, if whatever floats your boat. Actually, we have different models for you to resurrect into. Is there a change you'd like? We can get you fully alive. We know a lot of people in the ghost situation want that tangible, touchable feeling. We can get you fully alive in your own place, legal paperwork, everything set up on Tamriel, living that good life, able to taste the sweet meats again. All we need is your unbound energy, and we're currently under the works. Like a symbol appears that means like under process of being copyrighted.
Could I roll a mysticism check to see what he means by unbound energy?
Yes, you can roll a mysticism check. Because you're being
I think he means your hero points.
Because you're being deceived, roll it blind.
Oh no.
I will reveal this one to you shortly after you make your decision to stand up or not from this chair. But now you're being told if you get up from this chair, this rare deal is gone. And he's telling you immediately you will be off of the moon, free of charge. We just need one thing from you.
Okay, I rolled. What do they mean? By unbound energy.
I don't
Is
know.
that
I think
still
I know.
supposed to be a private roll, or?
I can't see it.
I can't see it either.
Oh yeah, it's copyright pending is what he says. Copyright pending.
Oh, copyright pending.
Mysticism immediately informs you the energy he's talking about is that of the unbound prisoner, the prisoner unbound.
Yep.
He's asking for your heroic energy.
No, don't do it, buddy.
He's asking for the thing that makes you feel like every time you tap into a little sliver of what's possible and every effort of like truly being free, like whatever it means to be free like this. He's asking for you to immediately donate all of that and you'll get a body back on Earth, no problem.
8 days of freedom is better than an eternity of being bound by the stars, and I'll get up.
I understand. Hey, second low time chance offer because we don't want to lose you, and we understand some people feel pressured, and this wasn't a hardball tactic to negotiate with you at all. I don't want you to take that takeaway. We can, as a second final offer, if you're not interested in the which part of this doesn't attract you, is it the life back on? No, some people are really into the necromantic life. Is it the necromantic life that you prefer, or would you prefer to be back on Tamriel mortal?
I worked as a mystic when I was alive, and I've had chances to study here. I am aware of what you consider unbound energy, and I'm not willing to give that up.
Under no circumstances, truly, because there are some deals we can arrange. We can even let you have. We can leave you with a small sliver of your unbound energy, basically the shell of it. You'll no longer be bound to any particular star or fate. we'll remove any of your connection with your birth sign, which will mean you can generally do what you want. You just won't have certain. We will have access to the full font of the energy, but you'll have the shape and form of it. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Yeah, this whole thing of stars. Some people find that very comforting. If you don't find that comforting at all, we understand the ability for options is what Soul Care & Co. Limited is all about. And what we're offering you today is you can retain the shape and form of it, being even immortal. You just want to have access to what we're calling we're looking into also copyright pending this some possibility perceptual possibility motes, or as we're also calling them PPOs.
So I would lose my ability to manipulate the fates, but I would not be bound by them.
Exactly, correctly. You're no longer bound by them. You can do what you want, go where you want, be no more a man tied down and pressed down. Because we understand here at Soul Care & Co. we have signed on for what we signed on for, and it is a incredible work environment. Truly it is. We have all types of here, all types come and go, all sorts and shapes and sizes. And we are a good work environment. And actually, if you're looking, we could also offer you a position. Do you want to sign on? Do you want to become a minority shareholder, a 0.1%, which is still a lot, in the share of Revenant, of maggots? That annuity was really what gets you. The annuity is what gets you.
Not interested in the work, but I'm willing to cut a deal if I get to remain unbound of the stars.
Really? Truly? Let me give me 1 second. Is there any that we have so many different options of like ectoplasm? What do you prefer? Grape, strawberry, water? Plain water? Are you a coffee guy or a tea guy?
I don't need anything to drink. I mean, being spectral, it's not really a necessity. So.
Oh no, but we can suffuse you with the concept of tea through some extra ectoplasm infusions. I just wanted to give you options, like as I step out for the room.
I do miss tea, if that's possible.
A tea infusion coming right up, and he reaches under the counter, grabs like a set of like alchemical things, and creates like a small potion bottle. He's like, that'll hold you over, right? If you give me 1 second, I gotta go speak with Locutus. I'm gonna draft that paperwork up for you. Much like a car salesman, he's got to go get the paperwork for you to sign to give you your key. But like he's got you on the best model of like the best car on the lot, and he's like, "Truly, you want that one? Give me 1 second. I gotta go get that drafted up." And he steps outside, and here at these volcanic out here, like I'll bring you guys here at these volcanic falls. I am dragging everybody. Thinkir, Ilicia, Jisa, Joe Cargo.
I'm giving up luck, but I'm still unbound. I know the esoteric knowledge, and I will have either a lich body or hopefully a true body.
There's a tent where Kavar is, Kragnos is over here, and inside that tent, he then disappears off. Oop. That's not what I meant to do.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
Yep.
It's a really big tent.
Yeah.
Truly really big tent.
There we go. That's a little better.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This whole thing is so funny
Oh,
to
boy.
me.
He steps outside, walks into the giant lava waterfall where they have their office, and had like about 10 minutes pass while you're sitting, and like if you leave this tent, then no one said anything about anyone else coming in, but if you leave this tent, this second limited time offer is gone. And really being mortal again, having your body, is like really not tempting. So you're just sitting there sipping your tea, ectoplasm, and you're like, what do I do?
I'm gonna cast telepathy.
On who?
You didn't spawn in sync here. That's important.
No, yeah, he's
I'm not trying to ignore you, bud. I didn't realize I didn't. I thought I dragged you in.
Oh, dang. There we go. Now you
There he
can
is.
I feel like you haven't been like. I have tried to leave openings for you to speak. I'm never trying to disinclude anybody.
see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had nothing really to speak on this session.
Okay. I like that's
Yeah.
fair.
I don't know. I just figured you might have been like tired or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Truly, I didn't want to aggravate you.
Yeah.
Telepathy failure.
Wait, why did that roll with a target number of 60? It's supposed to be a target number of no free hands. I don't know why I did that. I should have my free hands. That should
Oh,
hit.
yeah.
So you should have a almost max degrees of success. 6 degrees of success, almost 70. Who are you speaking to? With a level 2 telepathy, I believe you are able to speak to people in. Let me see. Establishes a telepathic link. I will double check what telepathy does because I'm. At level 2, you can do short sentences. You're like texting essentially Alicia and Zafina like from within the tent.
Just texting them. Beautiful.
I'm going to communicate
Insecure.
to Alicia. Come in tent. Bring book boy.
I will grab Kragnos and go into the tent.
What are we doing? And Kragnos of course hops in. Is anybody else coming in? Is Sinkir coming in the tent? Even though it's kind of tiny.
Sinkir could probably help here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you probably could help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could see his like crimes if any of this is
Yeah, if any of this is a lie, yeah.
illegal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
okay.
always have that power if you turn on your
Yeah,
sight of
yeah.
justice. Like,
Yeah, if y'all want me to, I'll go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
what are you asking them?
Oh, once they come within the tent, I'm going to just look amongst them and just. They want to take the ability to manipulate fate from me, but I will remain unbound from the stars. I'd like to have a second opinion on this and maybe have somebody look over the paperwork if that's possible.
They're probably tricking you.
I figured as much, so that's why I didn't just sign on.
Can I
But,
do
you
a
know.
logic check on that paper?
Oh, he hasn't brought it yet. Like, he's
Oh,
he's
okay.
currently talking to Locucius, who's being reprimanded for a microaggression. Truly
I was
hilarious to
gonna
me.
You must
say-
suck to work for.
I was
Yeah, this
going to say
company.
that
First one, he immediately is like, I gotta go turn myself in. Sorry, guys.
I was going to say that we could just leave and find someone else,
But,
something else to bring you back.
Just RP wise, this man is being offered like a real body, life on Tamriel, home, farm, everything, like the whole 9 yards. Just you know, like, hey, you don't even want to part with all the energy. Just the probability affecting part is what we'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
But,
why
but,
something seems
That
very
seems-
off.
Yeah, something
It's
seems
just-
off.
It seems too good to be true.
That's
Yeah,
too, that's
yeah.
too good.
I'm speaking with
Yeah.
somebody connected to an what is it called? An Aedra here to see if any crimes have been committed, and speaking to somebody connected with a Daedra to see if this seems like trickery.
Roll me as like try and roll me as he comes out. Like you look around the tent and he comes back with it. Like after about truly I'm gonna say 10 minutes pass. Or 15 minutes pass. He comes out like it took him about 5 minutes longer. He's like slapping these like non-existent like conjured pages, like probably reams upon reams of like maybe 100 pages at the very least of like conjured pages stacked together, glowing with like a golden light. He's coming out like with this stack of papers, and Sinkir, if you would like to roll me a perception check to try and get a glance of what his crimes
Perception or
are,
observe?
or observe,
Observe.
rather. Okay, you observe it. Now, I want you to roll me another check to see how many crimes you get a look at. This is more so connected to one of your forms of magic. I will allow you to roll your conjuration, because you need to know like what crimes in the realm of conjuration exist. Conjuration or mysticism. He's mostly a conjuration company.
Hmm.
Damn.
Want to reroll?
Yeah, I guess I can.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
there you go.
crazy plan I had, guys, was if they were gonna attack us, I could just be like, "Summon Dagoth."
No.
I'm
That
not
would probably
gonna.
work.
But I was like, if they were gonna attack us, I might have done it.
You get the
Mutually
sight.
assured
You get the
destruction.
sight of one
You-
crime. I will.
I mean, I could just literally go.
He's
stalk you,
guilty.
Radiant.
Your brain like conjures some image from the realm of Stendar, which is related to every form of like legal codes and stuff. Stendar knows like justice as a concept, as a like a right thing to do, and justice as a law. Often they're conflated. You notice one law that he is like bright, glowingly red, like almost putrid black, actually. Like sometimes, depending on the angle you look at it, like you were looking at him, and over his head is a putridly red, sometimes black, like glowing, like in the way that his letters appear sometimes, almost as a mockery of the fact that he always says Soul Care & Co. Limited, and it appears in front of him in like indigo, like blue fire, or he'll say the Ideal Masters copyright or trademark. It says above his head perjury, and your mind fills with, if a document is signed is an affidavit, declaration, notarized document that states everything contained in this document is true, and the signer knows that it is not, they can be guilty of perjury.
Ooh, he's tricking you.
Yeah, so well, we already knew.
So
Yeah.
he is
You
just
signed that. You
straight up
signed that, and
lying.
you basically giving your life away.
He perjury is like everything within, like is basically the violation that everything within is true. They have basically claiming in very nice words. How much time do you want to spend on this, or what are you guys doing? When he comes back, he says, "Oh yeah, you've invited your friend." I didn't mean to. Again, like this is the thing. You were perfectly welcome to call your friends. I'm glad you called them and consulted them. How are you feeling about the deal? Right now. You know, we'll go there. Did you enjoy your tea ectoplasm on the house?
I did not realize that was a thing you could do, so yeah, I will look to that in the future. But did Sinkir get time to tell me that if I sign this, I'm giving my life away?
Sinkir did. Kragnos is like, these are the ideal masters. Anything that they offer you, they are offering you in hopes that you either join them or because they are getting something from you. You rolled the dice and won. Just take the win. Then again, if they can get me off, hey, like Kragnos then kind of selfishly, hey, can you? I was curious with my friend here. How would you feel about negotiating an add-on, perhaps a stipulation in this paperwork? He's like, oh, there might need to be some adjustments. He's like, can we make those adjustments here? He's like, completely. I have some degrees of leeway. I have about, let's call it. I have some latitude. I have some lateral thinking possibilities here, and I'll speak with the bosses upstairs. What were you thinking? I was thinking these two have some friends. We're occupying spaces. You guys are great at conjuration. Conjuration is about all swapping places. What if you sign on me also getting back? Because I am mortal, don't need anything special. All I need is a simple ride with my friend. That should be simple. He's like, yeah, it'd just be a simple movement of two objects instead of one through the lateral line, applying more mana. What if you put both of us back on Tamriel, and in exchange for my request, I can provide two people who would be brought here, who wish to be brought here. Wouldn't even be a problem. We know them by name, Krona and Thoradin, and like we can even give you a good description. Like, oh,
Can Sinkir Doe actually interrupt?
Yeah, go ahead. Anytime
He's
I'm
gonna be
giving
like-
speech. Yeah.
He's gonna be like, we're not bringing them in without their consent. This is over. And he's gonna transform into Senasiri and walk over to the skeleton.
Okay.
Oh, the skeleton. Sorry. Like if you could just give me a little space, you're actually consecrating the ground, which is a little difficult.
This one thinks we're done. Transform?
Entirely done. This is a limited offer. If he leaves the tent, he will not get back to Tamriel. I'm just saying that. He's not getting back to Tamriel. Not as a human.
I'm going to try to ignore the pain of the consecration and just mutter to myself, it was a beautiful dream.
No. Doesn't have to be a dream. Hey. What do you want? You want your friends up here? Cool. You want to get back, Kragnos? Totally offer on the table.
No.
You guys are playing hardball. I get it. It's a good strategy.
I can't transform for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But I'm literally touching that skeleton now.
Yeah. As you set your hand on his chest and consecrate him, and his chest burns away. Oh no, we can totally forgivable. I understand. Some tensions are high. There's suspicion that I might be manipulating or coercing you. Hey, this is neither a manipulation or coercion.
We really should be
silent. We are done.
All right then. Hey. The second you get up, this deal's off the table.
Good.
He doesn't say that to you because he knows the person in the chair has to make the decision. He looks at Kavar.
Is he still around after I did that to him?
You've burned him, and there's a hole in his chest, and a lot of his bones have worked away. And he
all right. I have fear.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't want
Kavar got up halfway through the chest burning and just completely ignoring the horrid pain. Just, god damn it. I'm never getting off this moon.
No.
We can find another way, but they're going to trick you.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
I have fear. Go ahead and roll. Tell me what I roll with.
Roll. Oh my god, is that on my sheet anymore?
I have fear.
It's on your sheet. Cinna wants to read, maybe not.
Oh, you found it.
Yeah, I found it. I need a target for some reason, but they need to make a panic test at a -30 willpower.
Panic test at a -30 willpower. My guy's gonna have a 15 chance.
Oh, goodness.
Nope.
He now rolls on the panic table.
It's the last thing I expected us to do today. Deal with the
pyramid scheme skeletons from the Soul Cairn?
To test it.
We needed the levity.
Yeah.
Where is it? Panic test. I remember in the original book where it is.
Page 114.
Thank you. How you got to that so quick is insane to me, dude. I need to add this as a roll table. I need to just add this myself into Foundry. I'm doing a lot more automation, so I never have to alt tab out of Foundry. It's all in the game. I'll do that for you guys while I'm working this week.
For the record, I use a PDF through a viewer, and it gives me the table of contents. I can just flip through it.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. So he's going to roll. Let me remember how it works. The character becomes unnerved and suffers a -20 penalty to any test. Penalty lasts. You may call in to make a horror test when you're confronted. You simply a willpower test with a minus modifier. If this succeeds, when they shrug off the effects, may act normally for them. If they fail this test, the effect continues. They may try again when it's their next turn.
You have to roll D100 to see what he.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah, they roll on a D100 appropriate table. Yeah, so there's no modification to the D100. That's what I was looking for.
No, just a -30 to the test. Not that high. Good for him.
24. He's startled. He is startled by the source of the panic. He jumps in his boots, and for a brief moment, as he struggles to reassess the situation, he may not make any reactions. So the last thing he offers, because he's not able to make reaction, is he just simply says, "If you get up, deal's off the table." As basically two arms. He no longer has legs or anything. The consecrated ground burned away his lower half of his body, his torso. He has a skeletal head and two arms. What are you doing? Because I can even two arms are all I need to help you fill out this paperwork. And his arms kind of jump over and run, and they're running after you with the papers and the quill.
I got up and I left during the chest burning because A, that hurt.
Yeah.
B, this is shit.
Yeah, and you leave out of during that whole event. It's off the table. That deal is no longer present to you. They will never offer it to you. And Kragnos just says, "Fucking yay!" It's like I just went off of this stupid fucking moon.
That's what we've been trying to do for
We'll
the.
get you
That's
off
what
of
we've
the
been trying
moon.
to do. We're
You just
getting
need to be
you off.
patient.
Yeah, there's no guarantee we get off. That was a guarantee. All Kragnos needed to do was
That was
just.
not
You would
a
com-
guarantee.
You
Look,
think they
it's-
wouldn't just go back on their paperwork there?
Oh, I read over some of that in the few minutes while I was flying through the air. One of those pages does, in totality, ensure you will get what they. The lie was not that, like, as a librarian, a person has to read over a lot of things very quickly. Let me go ahead and assure you, the lie was not that they would not give you what you wanted. The lie was what they were calling it and like what it was useful for. They were lying. They were perjuring themselves on the nature of the abilities. Of course they would. It's incredibly valuable. Anyone would want them if they knew exactly what they were. But I also want to be home, don't you? And you could have been mortal. I could have been mortal. We could have had a farm. I've never. I own a little bit. I own what my mother and father have given me, like a small shack. But I have one room in the. To have a room at all within the Durini Tower is a great noble thing. But my room is like. My room is like an 8 feet by 8 foot room, and I could have had a farm.
We can still have a farm. We can still figure this out. Just
I don't want a soul husk farm.
we're heroes for a reason. Joe Cargo said it himself. Everything's shit. You do what you do.
That was an option. That we were picking options, and they would have left you free. You just had to. We don't have to fiddle with reality. We never needed luck before. All you had to do was empty the luck bit.
And what would they have done with that?
Exactly.
Not
I don't
things.
know.
Use it for more necromancy, the thing I died trying to prevent.
Let me go ahead and level with you, Kavar. We are not getting rid of necromancy today or anytime soon.
I know that, but if you don't try, then what are you doing with your life? You have to stand for something. Even if that something is pointless.
I stand for getting back.
Let's just get going. We'll get you back, okay? Okay, Kragnos.
They all begin to offer there's a line of them just kind of on either side, like some of them holding banners, some of them holding papers, and it's like walking. If you've ever been to a college orientation, like campus orientation day, and the long walk of several, like, hey, would you join my club? Would you join my club? Like, are you interested? Would you like to sign up? We have so many offers for you.
Can I try to use the Thum to scare them off?
Yeah, go ahead and use a subtle form of the Thum. Just the amplified voice bit. You reverberate. Which word are you picking? You know 2 words.
But I have 3 words actually. I have body, flesh, fire, and disarm. Which one do you think would be best? To scare 'em?
Disarm.
Would it take their arms?
Maybe.
I'm gonna just try to do the thing that you could do in like that like the Greybeards could do, where they can just speak.
Yeah, they speak and it shakes. Everything shakes. I'm just asking, how would you like it flavored? Which word is like reverberating there?
What does body and flesh mean? I don't.
It means you can change how someone looks, or you can change someone's shape. You can shapeshift, basically. That it's a shapeshifting shout.
Well, let's go with disarm just to scare them then.
Yeah, as you kind of yell out, you get the first like half a syllable of haul, like the first like huh part, like you and like they all drop their like because you've like initiated the beginning of a dropping, like shout. They all kind of like drop their quills and books, things that they weren't cleverly like holding on, grasping to. You cause everyone to drop their stuff. We're leaving. Like you get to the northern end and spend the rest of the day walking. I'm going to say you make in the next 6 hours the rest of your trip, and I will advance the time by 6 and allow you guys to camp outside, and we'll see where you guys go in a full days. It's 1 a.m. in the morning, and I'm going to go move to the map. The map.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
beautiful.
Let's see how far you could travel. I believe on walking distance. Like I said, it's how many days of travel, and it's been 1 day of travel. So let's see here.
You said 2.5, I think.
Yeah. So it was 2.5 right here. 2.5. Yeah. So I'll say two. I said 2.5. I'll give you 2.5. You get about a full day's worth of travel right to about here.
Okay.
And I'm going to move you. You're on the northern end of Thros, able to see, well, something truly troubling.
Oh,
Which
no.
which is
What are
always
we
a sentence I
seeing?
love to say.
What are we seeing?
Finally, on the north end, you see the weird blob that makes up like that. It looks like a mound or something like within the center of like the floating bit of the city. You see, like this floating bit, like the big floating 5-point sided castle with the pentagram at the bottom. You see a blob, and you finally make out, like at this different angle, it's a head, as if the entirety of the castle is just a chair for a massive Slode.
Oh.
Holy crap.
The castle
Yeah,
floating above
no.
is just like the chair for Ingasta.
Yeah, glad we did not go that route.
Yeah.
You'll want to visit
Alright.
New Thras?
No.
Yeah.
He's got a castle for a fucking throne. That's so cool.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, but
That's
imagine
nasty to
how.
look at.
I mean, yeah, obviously he's disgusting. There's probably thousands of folds upon folds. There are probably hundreds of loads forming underneath his folds, which is a disgusting thought. Which is why there's probably a settlement here. Actually, now that I think about it, they're able to form under him and then kind of roll out and escape. Interesting. Well, we have to eat, and like he sits down with the rest of the women. The women are following. The women have mostly just been following Isbeta, and like Isbeta is like allowing them to relax. Like they're traveling, they're enjoying themselves. As miserable as this is, they're finally free, and like freedom is a funny thing. You can make do with whatever you got if you're told like, hey, you no longer have to do this.
Did they react when I shouted? Since they're trying to cult?
They assumed that you just roared very loudly.
Oh, that's
Okay.
fair.
Yeah.
They like they didn't like it wasn't quite a shout, it was just a ground shaking roar. So
Yeah.
like unnerving, but like that's explainable. At least for now. Until some magical effects happen, it was just like, oh, people dropped stuff when they cat or a big Khajiit roared. It's like I would too. They continue on carrying all the equipment to build your camp with you. Till you get about right here, and then I want to roll on a table.
Oh no.
Mm,
What's that mean?
yeah.
Not having combat.
I hope not.
I haven't had a combat in a while.
Yeah, but I still hope not.
Yeah. I don't mind the lack of combat. I think it's
Yeah, after like the super combat heavy Elder game, I like this slower pace.
Yeah. Roll me a d20. This is just like an event that happens, something significant, like a notable thing near your camp.
I'll make
Who?
the roll if that's cool with y'all.
Yeah, you can make the roll.
Yeah, you haven't gotten a roll some.
Yeah. D20.
I am curious for the timeline. Is it now 1 day
10.
before Ormer or 2
10.
days before Ormer?
2? Or it's about to be 2,
Yeah, well,
right?
I think. Well, was it supposed to
Well,
show?
he's coming on the
they...
24th.
24th? Okay,
Right?
so then that's like.
No,
Oh,
that's the 24th, the 25th. Which
Was
one?
it?
Which
No,
day
it
has
was the
the moon?
24th. It was the 24th.
It is 24th.
Okay,
Okay, so it's 1
so
day.
1
1
a.m.
day
So
remains.
tomorrow.
One day.
Yeah. He's coming
Okay,
1 a.m.
okay.
in the morning. He's firing an arrow at the Revenant Moon, and he's gonna land touchdown.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. What happens on a 10?
On a 10, let me see. Let me look at my special table.
Oh no.
10 wolves, necromantic wolves appear.
Shut up.
Roll me a
Big
d4.
author appears.
D4.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no. Three.
Twee.
Dry.
How many? 3?
Three.
Twee.
Off in your camp, like he hears a sound. All of you hear a sound. It is so similar to things you've experienced that it's almost impossible to not know a portal opening. Kragnos immediately looks up, stands up away from your camp, crawls as fastly as he can, trying to crawl over even the spiky bit of the palisade wall, flips himself over, and you see Zafina as you run outside the gates trying to figure out what it is, because it might be a good thing, a bad thing from a portal. It might be Dagoth Ur.
Yeah.
You hear
Oh no.
with 3 okay, I know I'm making you roll a lot. Roll me a d8.
D8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's funny. The Sigic Order.
Oh no.
Three
Why?
members of the Sigic Order. What happens is a portal opens. We, as they whisper out this like a syllable into the universe. A portal opens and three mages from the Sigic Order open a place, like walk over to like essentially like this like clearing with the like these ewers, like it looks like essentially like a fountain, these ewers. They then like notice Kragnos running past them. They look up and they're like, "You won't make it." And he's like, "What?" Like he looks over and he never stops running. And like the portal, he goes to stick out his hand and the portal closes just before he gets a finger, any sliver of himself in it shuts. I could have made it if you didn't distract me. He's like, "No, that's not how that works. Time doesn't work like that. You wouldn't have made it. We were trying to warn you about that before. It could have been possible that you cut your hand off. There's a lot of possibilities, different angles you ran at, but there was no possibility that you made it through that portal." What have you done? Open it up again. And he's like, "We can't."
I think here we'll probably walk over to him.
Yeah, Zafina's going over too.
I'm going to
Eiley
look
is
to see what
not.
the trouble is about.
Eiley is not. Well, actually, Eiley will like take a peek and then realize who it is and be like, "Nope, not doing that."
Who are you?
Who are you? If you ask, usually you should be willing to give. It's a sign of trust to offer first and then ask. You don't have to give any special name that is capable of harming you. We don't ask for the information.
I'm a hero of prophecy.
Truly? Are you sure about that, or is that just a conflated sense of ego?
No, that's true.
Well, I was literally told by a goddess who I am also in a romantic relationship with. So, yes, I think it's true.
Minus a 10. They need to hit a. They get a +5 because they're not luck based, but the Sigic Order is weird and they don't bend luck. So they don't like re-roll luck. They don't have the ability to adjust things. They have powers though that are weird. He needed to roll under a 50 for his willpower. He doesn't roll and like locks in just by like concentrating and mantraing. He says that stretches the lines of believability, but the fabrics are strange, and in all things wisdom is to seek out this and search out the depths. We're here to manipulate the ewers of the waters. We are We make sure that the waters that exist in every realm are flow freely. We are here to maintain the ewers. Do you wish to assist us while you discuss with us the wild and unvalidated claim that you have given us?
Well, I don't even know. Well, how do I know that you are trustworthy?
Trustworthiness is generally not one thing that one can present like an apple on a table. Do you generally operate with this level of skepticism to everyone and everything?
I like to think that I like to think that there are more good people in the world than most would think.
Yes, we also like to believe this. I am uncertain what your direction with that was, with the statement. If it is an attempt at flattery, we are well trained to avoid such easy manipulations within the courts.
I'd like to trust you. I'm just being cautious.
Cautious is well advised. Inability to speak with anyone because they do not declare. The fact that a person says that they are trustworthy means nothing. Trustworthiness does not work like that. Consider that and meditate upon it.
Okay.
Would you wish that I open my mouth and say, yes, I am trustworthy, and that means nothing? It is a meaningless statement. It is a meaningless exercise to say such a thing. What makes one trustworthy to you? This is, by the way, perhaps a path of wisdom. We are offering bits and pieces of truth. I am, and like he points amongst themselves, there are 2 Altmer men and 1 Imperial female, which is a rare thing among the Sigiks.
Well, I
am
guess...
Cardil. This is Sindarintil. I'll write them down. And that is someone who has just demonstrated a true wisdom from the lands of the Empire.
I suppose trustworthiness would be willingness to, I guess, openness for one. Being willing. I mean, if you have nothing to hide, then I would think that that would show in how you speak.
Those are their names. The last one, Antiotimony, is the woman.
Gotcha.
Openness. About what? Do you wish me to tell you every possible thing I know? That could not possibly be what you evaluate as trustworthiness. Do you expect every person you first meet to tell you every secret they have and keep nothing to themselves? That secrets are not fundamentally sometimes valuable things?
Why do you speak only literally?
Like the one of them laughs. Did it not record the names that I wrote just now?
Nah, it did not.
It didn't. So I'll write them into the. Yeah, there we go.
Cool.
Cardil is the one speaking. Sindarin Tatil speaks up. Cardil considers literalism one of the paths to wisdom. I have often at times told him perhaps he should think of things more poetically. He considers poetry to be a form of a lie. Each of us pursue the path of Sig separately, but also together. He pursues his path, and under our guidance, we aid him as he aids us. His literalism often has stripped things down to their bare essentials in useful ways for analysis. Cardil is a good friend, though sometimes difficult. Cardil says, difficult is fine. Difficult is just a reality. Like it is neither a judgment value nor an interpretation. And difficult is just a reality. So many things in life are difficult. And Antiotimony speaks up. These 2 can be a lot, can't they? I didn't grow up on the Isle. Hi, my name's Antiotimony. You said Zafina, correct?
I never said my name.
Sindarin Tatil laughs and he says, Antiotimony, you have revealed one of your gifts far too quickly. You see, may I perhaps show a sign of trust to you, Zafina, now that the cat's out of the bag, one might say?
Go right ahead.
Antiotimony, how do you feel about this? And she's like, very well. There's no point in hiding it now. I did make a blunder, and I didn't mean to make a mistake. It's just hard. No, I understand. Here, Antiotimony, through much of her wisdom and her connection with the Sig, is capable of seeing multiple possibilities and their probabilities. What was it today? And Antiotimony speaks up. It was about invariably almost 88% that she always gave her name at some length of time in the future, but most of them were Zafina. Maybe 3% of them were a different name, a pseudonym. I believe it's from a book known as the one who takes the lover of Azura. It's written by a Jazargo of the Sands, but there's a 3% chance she takes that name from the book. Interesting. And Antiotimony, as you can see, sees possibilities through her meditations. She sees far more than she's usually ready for, which is when we found her, she was not quite on the path of hero, but she was something very interesting, and we decided her life would be far too difficult without someone to aid her, and far too often men would seek her advice to great harm. The probability, as she herself predicted, was a vast 93% that her abilities would be used to harm and greatly events on Tamriel, a thing which we could not possibly risk considering the actions of the current emperor. We have attempted to counsel the emperor, but he refuses our entry so much as even to the limits of the White Gold City. Where else he is, even we're not able to appear to him. We actually do not know where he is. But wherever in the times he has presented himself publicly, he refuses any entry or access to him, even through temporal management.
I would like to raise my hand for a question while they are speaking.
I'm glad to see that you were patient. And a lecture is something we have not had in a time. We have been doing some routine maintenance to the realms of Oblivion, and the Daedra are interesting conversational partners, but not polite in the slightest. You may speak. What is your question?
On the gift of anonymity, if I might get slightly odd in my phrasing, does not the knowledge of the probability of what will happen affect how that will happen and affect the probability of it?
Her eyes almost glisten a little bit too much like an anime character. As you, Antiotimony finally has someone to speak about it because you've offered it. At length, I have looked for someone who has thought on a thing such as this. Like, please, Sindar and Tatil, can I discuss things with them? So long as you do not discuss probabilities or manipulate or abuse too much of them. It's like, I believe it entirely possible that I do manipulate realities, and I've asked myself, what does that mean? That am I creating them? Are they already guaranteed by my seeing them? What do you suppose? It's much meditation. I've had so much time alone. I'd love your input. The Sigic endeavor is, if anything, sometimes very lonely. Sometimes no one, we talk amongst each other, but they have their own things that they're searching through. I'd really love to pick your brain on it.
I was revealed the door. I have become a hero.
Wait, you're both heroes? How are there any others with you? There's no way. She looks down. She looks down and like starts like thumbing. Like she's like ticking. It almost looks like she rolls her hands in front of herself. She's ticking as if she's like rolling like an abacus in front of herself. And she says, "That's well. The chances of you being here with someone else who's also a hero is 6.25, but another hero that would be 0.0053.
If you were to add, let's see, he's gonna count on his fingers. How out of character? How many people are in the party?
How many people are here? How many people are in the party that you
on the moon that are heroes?
On the moon, yeah.
There's
Isn't
Mawasi.
everyone in the party on the moon a hero besides? Yeah.
There's Mawasi, Joe and Isbeta. So that's 3.
Sinkir, Eiley, Savina.
So that's 6, and then Kavar.
And then
Kragnos.
And Kragnos. So
that makes 8. So you ask her, what if we added 6 to that?
What if there were 8 heroes in total? What is the probability of that?
She goes, I'm sorry, I've been working quite a lot with my with my lecturer, but even I don't fully understand dwarven polynomial expressions. Give me one moment. Sindarin Titil, can I give you a figure? He's like, what did I tell you? It is not wise to pursue this. He has already begun to affect things by asking you this.
We affect everything by asking. We exist in a state of inconsistency. That is the very nature of mysticism, is it not? To pull at the threads of magic itself, and to be hero is to pull at the threads of fate. We exist pulling threads affecting that which is around us.
Truly indeed, and I see you are, at least if in spirit, a child of Vanus Galarian. One of our students.
I have no idea what that means.
Vanus Galarian was the founder of the Magus Guild, he was one of the 2 people who left the Sigil Guild, and like the Sigil Guild didn't like immediately like ask them to come back, and they came back. Usually the Sigics stay in the Sigics. These 2 people left and tried to change the world, and did change the world. One of them is God now of Revenant, Manny Marco. Vanus Galarian founded the Magus Guild and pretty much all public use of magic on Tamriel. I see you were a student of Vanus Galarian's, at least in his true spirit, that you believe that we all should have the democratization of the ability to change things vastly and greatly. What you don't understand is the average wise person, who do you consider truly wise? Let me ask that first.
I think that wisdom is something that people will forever chase, but never truly get. I know I am not wise, but there are those wiser than me, less wise than me, and there will always be somebody smarter and less smart.
Well, who do you picture when they're wise?
To hurt your own head.
Is there a stereotype that comes to you? You might already be onto some point of truth. You haven't offered me a stereotype, which is refreshing.
Truthfully believe there's no actual way to view wisdom, but I believe most people would think of somebody like Kragnos, a bookish individual who neglects their body in favor of their mind.
And these sorts are usually the least ready for power and often searching it for entirely unhealthy reasons, and they arrive at they arrive at bad change almost inevitably. The wisest person I often know is the person who farms potatoes just off of the aisle that when we return sometimes. They see us and they live their life unbothered and unwilling to change their course, as they know their course and are content with it. Now, some might say that is a person who believes that they cannot affect anything. That person believes that I have spoke to them at length. They're kind. They do not pry into things. They do not overreach. They have an entirely healthy personality. And were they given to it, we have offered to invite them, for their spirit is entirely refreshing to discourse. They wish to be left alone on their island and to simply have potatoes. And this, I find, is the wisest choice. Not as we are here in this realm, and I will not speak his name, the one who thought he would grasp godhood within overnight. By any and every means that he saw fit, because he must have it. He is incredibly unhealthy and unwell, and did not need this power, and look what it has done. No, yep. Often people are unwise, and the average wise person I find is your local farmer, or perhaps someone who shovels shit. Someone who can do something and be content doing it. And truly not miserable. A healthy person, a whole person, a psychically well person.
You keep saying that word, Sigic. I know I've heard it before once. Referring to the time she and Zafina interacted with Glenmoril in the diadem.
I must ask, because I'm just playing this off of him being like mystic and coming from a group of outcasts and everything.
Yeah.
Would I know what the Sigic Order is, or is
you know what the Sigic Order is? You know what the Sigic Order is. You know the Sigic Order is technically a monastic order, but they are a college. They are people who sit around and meditate, and often they are one of the most well-known groups, specifically because they disappear and appear right when they're needed, almost like they're always like right on the spot right when they're needed, and they try to stay alone because they find that at key points their intervention is necessary, and until then they leave people alone to do their things, and they believe that acquiring power to the end of like an unhealthy end is unwise, but they never really clarify what unwise or bad change is. You've been introduced to their concept now, Ognathir, which is bad change, and you figure that they mean as a monastic order that there are certain abilities to change the world that are unhealthy because they stem from something unhealthy in you.
So, what are you? Why are you here right now?
We're going through every realm, ensuring that the ewers of the flow of water are fixed. First, we must travel to the surface ewer. Then we travel to the depths ewer, and then we travel to the heights ewer. In every realm, which, let me tell you, sometimes takes a while.
What? Roll lore check to see what that even means.
It's a -40.
Doesn't matter. I ain't getting it.
Anyone else want to Kavar roll with a -40? You might get a luck roll. This is like a thing that like a luck roll is basically what's the esoteric chance that you might have heard this on a Tuesday in a bar?
Not much.
Not high.
Is anyone else outside of the camp? Kragnos
So
is
I am pointedly not outside of the camp because I heard Cedric order and I was like, shit. So
Yeah.
Eiley is hiding.
I'm gonna spend a luck just to push that roll, and just for the hell of it.
That's so fair.
I think you're
roll
left
dice.
after Zafina started talking to him.
While she's counting and calculating herself, she never stopped counting. She was asking, she was finishing the figure. She looks up and she says, "Oh my gosh, you're doing it right now." I lost count. It would. You asked me something. I remember our I remember one of my teachers asking me something akin. I cannot tell you, but I will just explain this concept to you since you asked me. If it is valid, Sindardo. Explain to him this the size of it and no more. I believe that is effective. Do you know what a Dweimaplex is? 100 raised to the power of 100?
Well, I did not know the term, but I suppose it's 100 to the power of 100.
Imagine if how do I explain this? Imagine if you were asked on 10 million nerns to pick up every grain of sand on every beach in every nern, and at the end of them would be a golden grain of sand. That's the chance of there being 8 heroes on Tamriel at once.
I'm going to, like, get this big smirk on my face and just say, are you prepared to learn the fragility of what it means for things to be probable?
I don't... Like, Zendar Tazel says, it is part of your path if you wish. What do you mean by that?
To my knowledge, there are 6 in this camp with the ability to pull at the threads of fate.
Sindarinta, we have to speak. This is bad change. This is incredibly bad change for you specifically, Antia Timony. You often look into things of probability changing. And did you not say you noticed and looked up something fluctuating? What did he attempt to change? Did you attempt to change your understanding of a thing while we were speaking? While I was telling you that often understanding is a difficult, risky thing, and which grants you powers, and grasping is a unhealthy act. Grasping at powers, especially that one is not ready for.
Who are they asking this to?
He's asking you, Kavar. Did you attempt to change something, yes or no, while my friend was speaking? Did you will that you would know something that you shouldn't know, or don't know?
No, I know that there are 6 people in this group who have supposedly the ability to change fate, and one of them believes that fate is meaningless. In doing so, that has changed the idea of what the calculated probability would be.
I do have to admit, Sindar and Tatil, and 2 or 3 fixed numbers that have been fixed since we entered changed when you asked him a question. So I suspected. Heroes always unwise and unready, and always acquiring ever greater strength. Yes, you change things, and if you wish to follow Galarian's democratized form of power, where everyone has power and can get as much as they wish of it, I will point you to a different end. You see already here, many Marco's end, that he should have power by any cruel means. But Varanus believed himself more cosmopolitan and kind in his democratic efforts. With the democratization of magic and that anyone can have magic anywhere else, do you have any familiarity with the many abuses of magic through sheer idiocy alone of its students?
I believe you speak of the use of magic itself, like necromancy.
Oh, I don't even mean necromancy. I mean someone who's not ready to cast magic and they burn themselves alive because they hardly understand a fire spell. Or they dislocate themselves
like that,
from this reality
alive.
entirely and slip themselves into oblivion permanently.
Did I ever see that when I was alive working with like
Oh,
the group I was with?
there's tons of mages who have that's a Tuesday on Tamriel, that there's a mage who was like starting to learn magic and killed themselves, or starting to learn magic and turned themselves green for the rest of their life.
Yes, I am aware of mages who jump headfirst in far too early.
This alone should demonstrate the lack of wisdom in Vanis Galarian's willingness to offer magic to the whole world. And furthermore, when he first left, he built this machine that anyone who could come onto it without a lack of knowledge, with a complete and total lack of knowledge, request a device be built, and the enchanting table would solve the problem itself. Such was Vanis Galarian's true cleverness. And then he immediately broke that within a week, seeing how stupid of an idea that was. Truly, Ognathir is the ability to make change, which all people have, but make change far above your weight class. If what you speak is true, we cannot ignore it. Who are the rest of the people in your camp? We will address them. If they're heroes, they need to be advised. If they're heroes like you, they need to be advised immediately. I would recommend you come with us to the island, and we will meditate for at least the next 30 years to advise you for your next actions.
I would prefer not. I have 8 days before my
and so you wish to risk by any means whatsoever to have 8 days, then to arrive at heroic power by any means to acquire a true living body to contain that incredible power burning you out, yes?
No, I had a chance to give my power to someone who would use it for rot, and Kragnos is mad at me for not taking the deal, but I am not willing to give that kind of power to anyone. If in the 8 days I do not manage this, I will be bound by the stars once again.
He speaks factually. Cardell speaks up. He's like, thank you for chiming in, Cardell. The Nartadil turns to Antietimony. Did any possibilities change? Is he lying to me? And whatsoever? No. In fact, the possibility of that happening, I noticed that is one of the things I was observing, that someone somewhere the such heroic powers can shift or be altered. That I detected a small, minute 0.33% chance, less than 1% chance that a heroic power could shift hands collected by, I thought, the Daedra. Interesting. Very well. If this is the case, and you are correct, for you have made many unverified claims, and it would take us time to verify them, and hastiness is not wisdom, as many will tell you. If you have truly denied such gifts, what would you ask of me? I can give you knowledge to a good end. That is, after all, our great task is to counsel, and often we wish to counsel the heroes.
How do I get Kragnos home?
Let him come with us and join the Sigil Order.
Maybe that's for the best then.
We will finish our tour, and we will meditate hourly every day for about 3 hours a day. We eat small crackers that we carry with us that fill us up for about a fortnight. And it will take us our time here go traveling to the depths of this world. We will be here at least a month, and then we've already attended the heights, so the waters come from the skies, the waters come surround the lands. The ewers that clean these waters are prepared and proper, and these are fixed and shall not be damaged by anything for the foreseeable antitimony. I don't see a possibility of these being damaged whatsoever. A 0% possibility, which is truly rare, for the next 1,000 years. And she's like, thank you very much. That's why we brought her, by the way. We needed to make sure that these would be secure. How many do we have left, Cardell? We have 3 more planes. That'll take us 7 years, and we'll arrive on Tamriel then. What do you think of it, Kragnos? And I will leave here today, if you guys want to end the session here. We can leave with Kragnos picking up, or we can leave with you guys discussing amongst yourselves the presents. He basically says they will do nothing so risky and so hasty as defying the natural order. They will not, in Sindarin Tatil basically tells you, under no circumstances whatsoever will I help a thing that is dead that should naturally pass on do anything but naturally pass on. If you wish to come to the lands of Tamriel to die, or you wish to go to your homelands to die, we will bring you there and then end you, releasing you from your torment and letting you go back to the Dream Slave, that you may cycle through again. But we will not do anything so crazy and risky as to reverse death itself. That is the work of truly maddened heroes.
I feel like Kavar would just respond, give me a minute to think on that.
Of course. That is actually probably the smartest thing you've said today. Again, also speak with the rest of your people and let them know that we would counsel them, any heroes that are present. We have already had a hero make a particularly unhealthy change earlier this week. Actually, I believe just about 2 days ago. And Tia Timony said, what are the possibilities of a catastrophic event happening now at Tia Timony? 21%. Did you calculate in the fact there are 8 heroes? The numbers vary so much counting that in. I don't even... the range band opens up to a 99% chance of the victory of the individual mentioned to 4% chance of his failure. But there's also the chance of the switching with 8 heroes. There's also an 80% chance of the hero succeeding. There's also a 50% chance of him being isolated and trapped. There's a 30% chance of him being disintegrated or buried alive. It's so much. He says, enough. Too much information will always be a risk to share with people. We will counsel you if you would have it. For now, let us attend to the ewer. We will be busy for the next 10 hours anyways.
Thank you.
And it is late.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Do you care for a cracker? They will keep you up for a fortnight straight, and you will not need to eat or sleep. But I assume that you have not had much to eat here.
Could we have a few of those?
You will have one if you wish it.
What?
We already have a limited supply, but we can spare one for each of you.
Oh, one each. That's what I was saying.
They will prevent you from falling asleep for at least a fortnight, and they will give you a full feeling of rest for a fortnight. and you will not need to eat. However, as always, the ewers need to be cleaned, and you will need water, for water is sacred.
Yes, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. It is of course contingent upon you allowing me to advise your heroes.
I think so. There is one who... Yeah, it is a senzu bean. There is one among us who... He has all this power, but he... I think he's one you would consider wise. He has all this power, and yet he seems to feel it is too much for him.
Too much in what
That-
way?
It's more than he ever really wanted.
Truly, that there might be the first wise hero I've ever heard. What does he do as a profession?
What does he do?
Well, maybe he's a farmer,
was
and like I have a running theory.
He was a temple guard.
Temple guard, you say? Are you talking about Sinkir? I just
Yes, I am.
Left table.
Yeah.
Well, not the farmer I expected, but a guard is a simple enough occupation. I guess it's comparable. I had the theory that the true hero we all need is a farmer hero who would understand that he could create the perfect farm or something like that. I don't know. I've been workshopping it. He speaks informally to you for the first time. Very well. We will attend the ewer. Let him know. We would wish to talk to him, especially at length. Perhaps he will advise and counsel the rest of you, and by his heroic power, change the direction of your actions to one of a deeper, more common sense. As I say, I believe the farmers have a true depth of common sense, which aids them from foolish escapades like becoming a god or taking over the world.
Yes. There's one thing I need to ask if you are willing to answer.
You're always allowed to ask the question. Well, not always. There's many times where people will tell you to shut up, but I'm willing to hear.
This is a question for I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's to
Antiotimony.
Antiotimony. My love, she's been captured, taken away somewhere, and I just what are the odds? What are the odds that she escapes? What are the odds that what are the odds that my actions can free her in any way?
Kraldil laughs, and it's not like a cruel laughter, but it's like you ask the one question you can't get an answer for, especially on that from her. Antitimony looks very sadly down, like in her, like kind of covering her braided, like she takes her long braid and like ties it and like strokes it in front of her, and she says, "I'm very sorry. I know it must be terrible to be far from one you love, but I can't answer that question. It's not out of a desire to be obfuscatory or difficult. I just literally can't."
It's okay. It's okay.
It's the ability to escape a prison is the one possibility I'm never able to see. Partially, I think, because it is so fundamental to the mystery.
I see. It's okay. I'll keep.
I would tell you the possibility of you meeting with this person you speak of. As far as I understand it, I understand more the more variables you give to me and inform me of. But as I see it so far, I'm with a loose band of accuracy. I see a 15 to 62% chance of you ever meeting her again. which is a
That's-
decent band.
I'm,
Uh,
I'm going to hope it's the higher end.
Well, everyone does. And it is actually wise to hope for a better thing. We will attend the ewer. Speak amongst yourself if you wish.
Yes.
Antiatimony, out of
Is
curiosity,
Sinclair going to have? Are we doing that this session, or are we going to be doing next session?
we can end the session here if you'd like.
Don't
To be
matter to
fair,
me.
Or we can like end
I
with
was
the
gonna
discussion
say
amongst the party, and then like next session picks up with like them talking, like counseling
yeah,
us.
that could work.
yeah, because
Yeah.
even if Hans doesn't come back, I just need his message. What would he do in this situation, and we can move forward. If
Yeah,
he wants
yeah.
to straight up like,
Yeah.
hey, Kragnos leaves. Kragnos straight up leaves. Like, hey, bye, guys.
If you
It was
like,
great
I
with
can
you.
actually. He's online. He's just busy. I could call him and check and see his input. He's got his phone on him.
That could work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you'd like, I'll close out the episode. We can wait, but we can
So
also
what I did
close up
want to
here.
say, I don't know if you want to
We
do
can-
this
We
week.
can have
or
the
this week.
think here conversation while he does that, if you
Yeah,
want,
go
or we
ahead.
can end this session.
I don't know what Sinkier's conversation is,
Yeah.
but
Up to you-
okay, you
With,
can do
uh,
that.
Truly up to
With
you,
the Sidgwick.
Salem. Okay, cool. He's doing it.
Oh, Sidgwick's with Sinkier. Okay, yeah, that's
Oh
fine.
yeah.
What's going on with Sinkir? And I'll pop him up on the screen. Sinkir and Alicia.
Well, when Zafina started talking, he just decided to go back to camp.
Yeah.
So they called
Alicia
over.
has, against her better judgment, fallen asleep. So
Oh.
yeah,
I was gonna make the suggestion that Alicia could like
because she's like, I don't want to deal with the Sidgwick's right now. I fucked up. So
I was gonna make the suggestion that Alicia could like sleep in Azura's realm instead of like.
that's not a terrible idea.
Yeah.
But Eileen didn't think of that, and she doesn't want to leave y'all.
Darn.
So
Well, darn.
yeah, no.
Really cute that your friends let you know at any moment I could be in paradise, and it's like I stick with my friends. I'll sleep here.
Yeah, she's do that.
What did he say?
He did not answer, but I sent him a text. If he texts back in the time that Sinkir does his scene and everything,
Okay,
I'll let
cool.
y'all know. If not,
Okay.
we can end session.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll do Sinkir's scene, and we'll pick up to next session dealing with all this, including the nightmare that you have because you decided to fall asleep.
Yay, so fun, so fun. Okay.
What's going on, Sinkir?
Oh, it was talking to the Sidgwick's if you said they were gonna come talk to me or something.
Oh no,
Or were they gonna do it next session?
they're gonna come into the camp when everyone gives them permission to come in.
Yeah.
They wish to
Okay,
counsel
never mind
people.
Hmm.
Yeah, if we want to close here, I'll go and say everyone. I hope you had a good game, and
Yeah.
we'll
That's fun, yeah.
we'll see you
Yeah,
next
that's
week
fine.
for some more Elder Scrolls Jail. That's not going to be mislabeled in the Twitch files.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's all good.
Yeah. And yeah, this is fun. I like.
I was kind of
I liked how esoteric I got to be because I'm mysticism. I didn't think I would get a chance to
Yeah.
be esoteric with my
Almost-
weird ghost guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Almost
I-
getting scammed by skeletons was fun.
Skeleton
That
guy,
was
skeleton guy
funny.
sits you down. Let me. What's that one meme? Like I offer a perfect life and a farm a farm on the coast of Anvil. You receive. I receive your soul
Your
powers.
soul.
You receive big
Yeah.
farm. What do you do? Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's trade. Come on, trade. Buy. Sell.
the thing is that I really
No.
wanted to see.
Let
the
me get that
Jail take offer,
sweet
but it's okay.
commission. Like, by the way, I'll just tell you now, that guy doesn't get freed from his torment. Anyone who's able to get a hero's like energy, they're immediately freed from the Ideal Master service.
Oh,
Mhm.
My boy's not free anymore.
oh.
Oh, I feel like Chase was
Uh,
aggravated. I didn't mean to disinvolve him in any way.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what.
He might have just had
Uh,
a long day. You never know.
Yeah. It seemed like he was just tired. Also, stream's still running, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
Oh, well, I can cut this part of
yeah,
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.